Greetings, travelers, Wiz Kids, and Wordplayers. It is another Wednesday, which means it is Wow Wednesday once again. And I am joined, as I always am, by the Gremlin King himself, Samurai Snowman.
Hello, my friends. Hope you guys had a blessed week.
And he's here, whether we want him to be or not. It's Stimulated City.
what off the bat, man?
I can't. It's hard to think of intros like that. I can't.
You've known me for months. You could bring up some of my good qualities or something. I don't know.
You're handsome as all get out.
Thank you.
I'm thinking
of
it.
Thank you.
The lady. Okay, fine. Let me redo it. And I am here with the Heartbreak Kid, the showstopper, the icon, the show stealer. Stimulated City.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. What's up, chat? How are y'all doing tonight? How's the panel? What about you boys?
I'm well, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right. Great.
Because it is Wow Wednesday, and we have our favorite people in the chat. We have Summer Swan, Winter Raven.
Yeah.
We have Preston Moore.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Grumpy Old Ninja.
Oh, I roll. Hi, guys.
Oh, hello.
So, yeah. How was your week, Snowman?
It was good. Just same old as usual. Just working my ass off these days.
Yeah, you get any drawing in?
Yeah, just practicing. Just been out, just pretty much just working and then coming home and drawing for like 4 hours.
Good. I saw an artist on Twitter earlier that reminded me of your art, not in like just more like
possible.
It's the exaggerated style. It was more of like cartoonist, like it was like animals and stuff.
I'm one of one. It's not possible.
And then they also, because like they had mentioned that their tweet, they said like, oh, banger fire tweet or whatever, and then they posted like here's my art, and it was like exaggerated, and it was pictures of like sketchbooks. It wasn't like digital or scans or anything like that. I'm just like Snowman's alt. Like
it's AI, dude. It's taking over. It wasn't me. It's not an actual person either. That is AI. It was compiled everything that I am. It's trying to make a cheap imitation. So beware of that person.
Yeah, but
I'm wary.
But Snowman cannot be imitated or duplicated.
Gracias. Likewise.
Cynic, how was your week?
Cold, man. It's stupid cold. It's 23 right now for me, which is unheard of. Other than that, man, normal life stuff going on. Y'all know a lot of the stuff I got going on in my life.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff's sort of happening. And having fun, man. Playing on the internet.
Yeah. And then, as always, fashionably late, Jessica James.
Jessica.
You got a dump button for him?
No.
Pardon? Okay, just making sure.
Jen, excuse. Jesker, how's your week been? Comical, it would seem.
Let's just say one gun had Al Sharpton pay a visit to my house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I heard, as Preston is alluding to.
That's why I asked if you had a dump button.
I see. I've heard, and I've maybe seen some footage, and I had to preemptively disavow. From what I
What's up, Rich?
what I saw. Rich is here. Hello. Hello, Forest Pub. But besides,
it was pretty funny.
Your cancellation.
Fuck you, cynic.
Besides your cancellation, what how you staying warm, staying.
Oh fuck yeah! I've got a heated blanket on me.
He wears a hood also to keep his face from getting cold.
He doesn't have his hood on right now, Cynic. In that profile picture, he planned. He knew.
Yeah. You know what? You're right, Cynic. I like hoodies.
But,
Yeah, hoodies are cool.
no, it's actually a little warmer today, as it is the same temperature where Cynic is where I am. It's 20, even though I'm more north than he is. So
Yeah.
that tells you how warm it is here and how cold it is there for him. But
Yeah, dude, that's wild.
It's been negatives here for the past couple of days, and like now
It's
snowed, and it's all slippery out there. I almost slipped like 3 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's the problem around here right now.
Skill issue, as they say, huh?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
They get good at walking.
Well, I have
Defy
like the
gravity,
ice cleat things that I always carry on, but I just didn't put them on, and I'm like, should have done it.
Oh my god, you have ice cleats?
Yeah, like I have like slip on like ice cleats to put on.
I wear like those tennis rackets.
You don't know what it's like here.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I'd like to read something from our mutual friend Summer Swan
Mm-hmm.
in regards to my my insult to the African American community.
You're gonna air this. You're gonna do a YouTuber apology. Do you have your ukulele?
Yeah, man.
You got to breathe heavy and say, "I don't want to make this video."
She said quite simply, "Just when I thought I couldn't be more disappointed, shake my head."
It's about right.
And I replied, "I've been, in quotes, disappointing people my whole life." And she says, "Mostly women."
Hell yeah. Swan said that? Hell yeah.
We love our Swan.
Swan's my favorite person on the internet, I think.
Anime nosebleed engaged.
Engaged.
Rich asked, "Is Cynic's avatar or aviator Ruby's ID picture?"
Professional writer, people.
Professional writer here.
No, it's like
Ruby is not that cool or that clean cut.
Right here.
Would you print that off of the little digital thing that you pirated it from?
I did not pirate this book.
Oh,
I
pirated it and put it in a,
well, what
in a
the
bag.
fuck was that? That was magic. You wizard, that shit was like levitating.
What?
Yeah, way to go, man. Yeah, it was like levitating.
All right, fair enough.
You are a wizard, Harry.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it like you're a hairy wizard? I don't remember.
Personally, I'm a hairy wizard, as you can attest to. Anyway, so no, my week, cold, slippery, stressful, same old.
Slippery, huh?
Only when wet, Snowman.
Wet.
So
wet.
Yeah, so the I didn't get much art. I got some like stuff down for that Rich says he doxed my book. Well, come on, it's right there. I mean, like, I used to have the link for it, but I needed to swap it out for the new one.
I'll get it right quick.
But yeah, throw it in there.
It's on
Hello
my
Origin.
bookmark.
Anyway, so
profile pic, dude.
Oh, she's just chuckling at Cynic's profile pic.
That's why I found that picture, Rich.
Yeah, Snowman. I stole this from Snowman, fair and square. And I think the moment you posted it, I said stolen.
That's fine.
Oh, Rich
awesome.
dropped it in. He got it. Got it.
No, demod him. Erase that.
No. He's
Rich all the
mod, so
power.
he has the ability to do that. But anyway, so I have up on my coffee membership thing a video that will not come on YouTube until Monday, but right now you can watch it. If you pay the minimum of $3, which you could give me more, you can have early access to art-related videos as well as exclusive behind-the-scenes progress on my comic stuff. So that's basically what I'm like trying to push a little bit more. Wanting to do more art for just the random people on Twitter. Try to get some people coming in, drawing videos, coming around. So, Cynic, you should have dropped the link for issue 1. That's what I showed off.
Oh, this has both of them.
Oh, okay.
There's a catch-up tier.
Yeah, there's the catch-up tier.
10 bones, you can get 2 books.
Rich says he's gonna wear Cynic's avatar as a shirt for next year's MLK Day.
Remind me in DMs, and I'll send you the clean for it.
Yeah.
Word.
Or Snowman could do it first and get the.
Yeah, Snowman can do it, but I don't know if they follow each other. You know.
Dude,
it is. I did steal this from Snowman.
Yeah, you and Rich.
You can take it, dude. The shit's hilarious.
I couldn't. There's the moment I saw
we know where it came from.
The moment I saw it, I right clicked, saved, and cropped.
Shit, dude.
Preston asked, "Who is Cynic's profile pic?"
It's who Ruby King wishes he was.
Exactly.
Yeah, clean cut Ruby King.
Yeah.
Superior Ruby King.
Mythical
alternate
fighter.
timeline Ruby King.
Yeah.
And as always, if you want to send an equivalent of super chat, you can use the Stream Elements link. And
click that. Send money. Wizards hungry.
Be able to fund the comic and help the channel, and buy beard shampoo from a big long bushy beard. So anyway, so otherwise that was the week. I didn't get a whole lot drawing done. These guys saw a panel that I did on my preview comic.
Yeah, it looked nice.
Yeah, it was it was good. It was just it took a long time to do that, and it's not even like done, right? And I'm just like, man, it's really gonna take me probably one panel a day to do stuff. Rich asked, does it take EBT? No. No, and it was using 2D assets to draw that picture. But you'll see, because if you subscribe to the Coffee membership, when the page is done, you'll be able to see the time lapse of the whole thing. Or even like when the outline is kind of there, I'll take it and then I'll do a you can see it just up to that point kind of thing. But you'll be able to see how it all started. And Moo Buckaroo is also here. It's good to have everyone in the chat. And we're gonna start it here with a lot of gaming news this week, slowly accumulated. Especially PlayStation canceling games, as 2 live service PlayStation games got canceled. And one of them is a God of War game. And the 2 studios that did it are Ben Studio and Bluepoint. So Bluepoint this whole time has been working on a live service God of War game. And Ben Studios who did Days Gone. So they basically put these 2 single player companies, right, developers, on live service multiplayer games. That it was terrible idea, right? And especially after Concord, they were like, throw all of that out, right? Like, get rid of all of it. So they have, like, someone had the list of the past year live service games that were canceled. So like Concord was canceled and then erased from all of time. They had this unannounced God of War game by Bluepoint got canceled. The Last of Us multiplayer for Last of Us 2 was supposed to be what was going to keep Last of Us 2 kind of around. And then they were just we don't want to, we don't want to do a multiplayer, even though like that people loved it in Last of Us 1, right? So, they just gutted that. And then Spider-Man 2 multiplayer was a surprise. I remember seeing like leaked footage of that. And that was like going to be like Spider-Verse stuff where you would have like Spider-Man, Miles, Spider-Gwen, and I think Silk. And you'd be able to play as like 4-player co-op around New York and stuff. And it probably could have been fun, but like, I'm just, as ironic it is to say because of how the time I'm putting in Marvel Rivals, it's like, I don't want to commit to the live service stuff. Like, like more than one, and then a free live service is miles better than a paid one.
Yeah.
Rich says we need Days Gone 2, right? Like, why was that company not working on something like that, right? And The Last of Us 2 multiplayer cancellation hurt. Like, people were excited for that, and they said they were going to do it, and then they're like, yeah, we're not going to do it.
And I wonder why they didn't do it, though. I thought that was the greatest game in the world, right? Isn't that what they said?
Especially like game, like the gameplay, like people like that. A lot of people who played the Grounded or whatever the factions or whatever for Last of Us 1, like said
fun.
like yeah, it's fun. It's the gameplay, and you can kind of have fun with all that. And then they were excited with all the improvements to the gameplay in Last of Us 2. That was like, oh, we're gonna get it to be its own thing. Just the combat, you don't have to even fuck with the story, right? And then they're like, we're gonna branch it off to its own thing, and so you don't even have to even get Last of Us 2, I don't think. And then it's just like, yeah, we're not doing it at all. Ben Studios multiplayer, which we didn't even find out what that was gonna be. There's gonna be a Twisted Metal live service. The London Studios co-op game. The whole game. The studio is closed. Deviation Games and Payback. So a Destiny spin-off from Bungie. So yeah, it is just like, and like Ghost of Tsushima had their live service thing and that made a bunch of money, but it's just I get it.
Ghost of Tsushima had live service?
Well, it wasn't. Yeah, it had like Ghost of Tsushima had its like.
Oh,
Legends
it did have that
mode.
multiplayer thing. Yeah, I downloaded it.
Yeah.
I just never played it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like it was free basically if you had the game, and
yeah.
And then they had like the crossovers with the other PlayStation games. You got those special armors, and they added those armors into the DLC. But yeah, like it had that, and people played that, and then it never asked too much of you. Like I don't think it ever was like predatory or anything like that. It was just like, it was just there. But yeah, so I don't know what this Bluepoint God of War thing was gonna be.
Like you're gonna be different gods and
yeah, like exactly like what I mean, if you were like foot soldiers, maybe like if it was like the Batman Arkham Origins multiplayer where it's like you're just the goons, and then if your team reaches a certain point, you can one player can go to a spot, you'd become like the boss. You could play as like Bane or Joker. So like if it was like you're the worshippers of Odin versus like Freya, like if it's like the Asgard Vanaheim war, right? If you were gonna do that, maybe, but then it's like I don't know, like you don't. Like, because then you do it like it's already there, right? You would call it War of Gods.
Yeah, you're right.
It's over. It's done. It's right there.
Yeah.
It's right there. It's done. There you go, Sony. You ruined it. There was your in, but not with Bluepoint though. Bluepoint should be making like remakes and like remasters or whatever of maybe give them something original, but more if it was going to be like a Bloodborne 2, if you're like, well, like From's not gonna do it, we'll have Bluepoint do it or whatever, right? Like we'll do a half and half thing. They gives them the Bible, and then Bluepoint does the gameplay. I don't know, but have those Days Gone people make a Days Gone thing, and have Bluepoint make a Bloodborne thing, and then all will be forgiven. But it more seems as well that PlayStation has learned from Concord that the live service thing doesn't work.
Duh.
Like, and luckily they're finding that out, and I think I have the there was one quote that I saw from the guy that left PlayStation, Shuei Yoshida, had mentioned that like it was something about like just like the live service games, and that they think they can get the money, or like what everyone always says with live service games is everyone wants their Fortnite, and I was just not getting it, so.
I mean, but there's like one Fortnite a generation pretty much of consoles.
Basically, right? There's one like a Fortnite or an Overwatch, basically.
A Fortnite. Overwatch wasn't it didn't live that long, to be honest. It was more of a flash in the pan. It was one game, right?
It was the
I know the second one came out, but it
was one game, and then they shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, so it was one game. Every generation of consoles has their Halo, their Fortnite, their whatever.
GTA Online.
Yeah, GTA Online stuff.
Yeah.
And that's it, man. Like those are
You
I
can't
mean, they're
push it.
lightning in a bottle, I guess you would say.
And
And all of these are with every one of these multiplayer things. Like, you don't need to do a God of War multiplayer, Spider-Man 2 multiplayer, unless it was like a multiverse thing. But that would get boring after a while.
Yeah,
Well, that's basically what it was going to be. Yeah.
I mean, I think it seems like Sony's learned this, but I think other gaming companies need to learn this, is that these things are not the safe bet that they think that they are, because I don't know, like I guess it's lightning in the bottle, because I don't really know what makes like Fortnite and some of the other ones that have caught on, like what it is specifically.
Fortnite appealed to kids. Minecraft appealed to kids. All of these are
and
trying to appeal.
Fortnite was also free as well.
And Fortnite was free. Yeah, Minecraft was inexpensive, if anything.
And I think people need to understand too. Like, I mean, look at God of War, for example. God of War, excuse me. God of War is a story-driven, character-driven, single-player experience. It doesn't lend itself to something like the formula of Fortnite. Same thing with Spider-Man. I mean, not everything needs to be converted into these live for service games.
Yeah, this was the leak trailer that during the Insomniac leaks, this was on there as well.
City. In the whole world I wouldn't do for this big, beautiful apple. One moment you're scarfing down a slice from Vinny's. The next, you're stopping a supervillain prison break. Sometimes you can swing it as a lone wolf, but you're way better off with some friends. I've seen the Sinister Six before. Never so methodical, so savage. I don't think I'm gonna be enough this time, guys. But together, it just might be. You in?
Yeah, that looked boring.
Yeah, like I like the idea of like Gwen and all that. It's just that should have been single player
Power
DLC.
Wash simulator over that shit. If I'm being
right.
I don't know if you're allowed to power wash simulator Samurai.
Why's that?
There's just rules to it.
Operating under the influence.
The fuck?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you blow your foot off.
Too late, dude.
The fuck you own about? It's been illegal to operate those since '87.
You read a report on it.
Illegal things that I still do.
You do a report on it. That's right.
Yeah, and then I'll read it to the class.
So Grubby asks, is that a multiplayer option for the PS4 game? So that was basically, it was going to be a separate game they were developing alongside Spider-Man 2, and because PlayStation wanted this live service thing, it was using all like the assets from Spider-Man 1, because all the Spider people are going to play the same animation rig, all that stuff, right? Maybe some slight changes for Gwen and Silk, and if they added like Noir and Spider-Punk or whoever else, and maybe some slight tweaks, but otherwise like they were going to play the same. And yeah, so that was something that they were working on, and that should have been like story DLC. I've been wanting a Spider-Gwen DLC for the Spider-Man games since the first one, right? Where you're just like, yeah, like I like when a DLC is a completely separate thing. Continuation of the story is good, but sometimes it's just like, yeah, it's like it's its own thing, and you're in this completely different world, and Spider-Gwen's world's already out there that you could have a lot of fun with it. Give me a Punisher mod in GTA 4 world, and I'll be happy for years. I said it about the Avengers game, where the way Thor played in Avengers, I said, just give me that in the God of War universe, right? In a God of War like game, and there you go. Like, it's all I need. But yeah, so that was the news for that. And then, like I was talking about the Shuei Yoshida had also just talked about some PlayStation stuff, and he had mentioned that fans should support remasters if they want first-party PS5 games. Single-player games now cost so much, So they need additional income by doing remasters and porting to PC to be able to do that. And
I'll support what I damn well want.
Yeah, you're not the boss of me, Sony.
Yeah, fuck
Well,
off.
he's he doesn't work at Sony anymore. He used to. He's now actually like he's worked strictly on like indie games to like elevate all that.
And I prefer a remake instead of a remaster, personally. Do the work.
Or a sequel.
Remasters are good if I've never played the game, obviously, to be like, yeah, like this was the as long as everything reviews right.
Yeah, remasters are good for games who were great, that were like what you're saying, but were great games, but maybe the controls sucked, right? Like Resident Evil.
Yeah.
They remastered the original Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't remake it, they remastered it. And they took away the tank controls, remember?
Yeah.
And now you have two masterpieces you can enjoy separately.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jim tells you is here. What's this shit? He says.
What's up,
just said
bitch ass
sheet.
cracker?
He didn't put the I in it.
Just shit.
Yeah, it would be just shit, right? I don't know. Would like that was like 5 E's though. Wouldn't that be
Rocky?
Oh.
Rocky says the shitty controls made it scary.
It did, but if you played the remaster,
It's a classic, dude.
It's still pretty scary.
Like
Like,
Clock Tower.
it's
Because the graphics make it way crazy, dude.
yeah.
I also saw a thing about Resident Evil 6's ESRB got updated at Xbox or something like that.
Really?
So it's like I don't know if that is like remaster stuff or if that's the next remake. I don't think they do that.
You know what else is pretty?
It's more of a they're not going to remake that before they remake 5.
Exactly. That's why I was like, that's weird.
You know what else is pretty scary? The mute
Tell us.
button. The mute button on StreamYard.
Yeah. It's a sketchy place to be, Jessica.
the glitch sound effect. You're playing with fire, really. You're only gonna get burned.
Yeah.
Man, fuck Ruby.
I told you to use the hard mute on your mic.
Fuck Ruby. And fuck you too.
I didn't.
Well, I mean, like you're talking about non-stream related lore, but that's okay.
I mean, it's scary. We're talking about horror.
If you want to watch what they're talking about,
No,
you can go
no. You stop it.
Yeah,
You stop
go
it.
to the
You
Ruby
stop.
King's Kingdom.
Yeah.
God bless it, Wizard.
So, and you too can see why Jessica's on probation.
I've been a
We'll
bad
cover
boy.
this. You know, we were talking about it for a while for the lead up. We talked about it last week, and Jessica already did a stream on it. But you know, Nintendo Switch 2. You know, the big news. You know, I myself I don't own a Switch. I still have my Wii, and
That's fucking wow.
Poser.
it's great.
You don't
Got
even have
fucking
a Wii U?
Avatar: The Last Airbender games on that thing. I gotta get. Apparently, there's a Thor movie tie-in game for the Xbox, right? It's not so great. I haven't played it yet, but it's like. But apparently, the Wii version is better. But,
How big's the beard on your me?
Oh, you can't make the beard that long at all. It's literally just the default beard thing.
Disgusting. You disgust me.
You can't make it that.
You're a
you can't
horrible
make it,
human
right?
being. You should hack it and then fix that.
Swan
And
wants to
mod
just
it.
post the direct link to the video.
Why does
Yeah,
she
go ahead, Swan.
always-
You should
What?
post that.
Why does she always
Post
do
it,
this
Swan.
to me?
And Rich
Don't
is
do
like,
this.
yeah, let's do it. Rocky says, good bunch here. Thanks, Rocky.
Thank you.
We have fun here on the Wizard of Wordplay channel. But anyway, yeah, so Nintendo Switch 2. You know, my thoughts of it just were like, I kind of don't like the name, but I get it.
Go back.
I know this people the hot button issue, right? You can get it.
Right there. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is going to break.
You were really harping on this, aren't you?
Because it's
I've
plastic.
seen-
You can look at it.
I've seen people go back and forth with that where someone had said someone had compared it to another console. I'm trying to remember what it was, where it's like people back then would have just said that this thing was gonna break off. Rich says I missed the funny comment. I'll scroll back up.
You missed
there
my
you go.
goal.
Remaster sounds racist, but only when Cynic says it. There you go.
Oh.
Is that the right one?
Oh.
But no, I was
That's not
trying to
fair.
remember. I mean, like, I guess people were saying about the Wii with the Joy-Cons that they'd smash into TVs, which did happen.
Oh, yeah, that did happen. I've seen it happen.
You
Well,
know,
and
then
people
that's why
spontaneously combust too, but it's like
people do
Okay,
do
you
that.
think about that, right? Some kid goes to put the controller on there, all awkward like, and they jam it in there. I get it's magnetic, but all it
Mhm.
takes is you to jam it in there the wrong way, or for that thing to drop the wrong way, and that piece is broke off. Boom, that side of the controller
Or like
is dead.
you're playing it, you got your hands right there, right, and you're just
Uh-huh.
like you know, or
Yeah,
yeah. So
those things are magnetic. So if you get into like some of the motion control games, like some of the racing games or something, yeah, that could pop off and rip that off.
Yeah, this is why they should have gone with the clamshell design.
I will not. I will not.
You
clamshell
will
supremacy.
what?
No.
What?
That you might as well just it might as well just be a Nintendo TV at that point. That thing would be like 48 inches big.
Nintendo laptop.
Nintendo laptop. That would be a laptop at that point.
I
Just
it.
play games on your laptop then, Jessica.
Fuck it.
I did
Fuck it.
I did hear that I was watching Maximilian talk about this, and that it's like there's no gimmick to this, right? And it's like usually Nintendo is like the first to kind of give you a weird gimmick where you're like, oh, but he said that it was funny because a lot of people, including himself, was like, man, like leave the Switch behind, Nintendo, stop with the gimmicks, make a proper console, right? And then they do this where it's like, but it's like, man, where's the gimmicks, Nintendo? They used to try to like do something, but
It's so safe. I mean, I'm excited for it, but that was one of the things that disappointed me is that it's so safe. And I'm just like, that's not really what I've come to expect from Nintendo.
yeah. Yeah, it's just bigger, right? And hopefully like with that PS4 hardware thing, it's good, especially for a mobile thing. It'll probably be great. Price has got to be a big thing too. Hopefully it's not more than like 400 or something. Like I don't know what would be the big cutoff. So
I think we all came to a consensus on my stream, like 349.
Yeah, 349 seems anything more than that, I'm gonna side eye it for a long time.
Origin says, what if they do a latch?
If they do a latch, some sort of latch system, then cool, yeah. But I just see that being a problem. I see that being a major failure point, like PS4's fans being a major failure point.
Boy,
Yeah.
you got that right. Boy, you got. I can't tell
their
you.
controller batteries, right? Those things are a
Mhm.
major failure point. Those things expand and explode and pop and they die to the point where you can't. What is it? The micro USB port for the charging on the PS4 controller.
Yeah.
That thing is trash.
yeah.
Everybody eventually has to go buy a charging stand because you can no longer charge your controller from the front.
I just want permanently wired fucking controllers again. That's all I want.
Yeah, honestly, like
Just give me a magnetic.
Yeah,
I mean, I do
throw
it
that.
with my iPhone.
Yeah. And then, well, there was also talk that the Joy-Cons could do like as a mouse, and that there's possibly gonna be that. But as Max pointed out, that it's like, well, you can't do a mouse thing unless you're playing at a desk. But the whole point is you could take it anywhere. So how they're gonna do that? And so they said like, well, if you do it like if the trailer, like they show off someone playing with it and they have it just on their thigh, and then they're like holding it with one hand, and they're like running the mouse on their thigh, and they're like trying to play it like some awkward way, like that's Nintendo. But yeah, so but not to be outdone, you know, not to rest on their laurels. If you think that console stuff's not over, the PS6 may have had its release window leaked out. Hope you're all ready to upgrade your PS5s because rumors are it will hit as early as late 2027.
I'm gonna
I'm happy about this.
I'm gonna
what?
I'm
He's gonna.
immediately depressed.
No, I'll tell you why I'm happy. See, Kingdom Hearts 4 is supposed to be a PS5 game. So this confirms Kingdom Hearts 4
You see,
before 2027. So I'm very fucking happy.
because they've
They're
never
gonna move
delayed a Kingdom. They've never delayed a Kingdom Hearts before.
Yeah, never, not once.
Yeah, Yeah, Roygen says, if you don't believe these guys about the controller, ask a guy named Wings of Redemption. Yeah.
Yeah, it's disastrous, man. That thing made me so mad.
My PS4 controller, I didn't realize how bad the stick drift was until I plugged it into one of those like things on the computer where you can look at it. I'm like, man, this thing's like fucked up. But the PS5 stick drift is like way worse. Like it's like I can actually notice that, whereas like PS4, I never noticed it. But the PS5, I don't know what it is, but every game or the controller itself is like extra sensitive.
Cynic, we've had this conversation before about that.
Hello, Ruby.
Do you have any idea what's causing
What's up, Ruby?
that?
The stick drift?
Yeah.
Man, have you ever opened one of those up?
I've had to open mine up 4 times to clean it.
No.
Yeah, dude, I had stick drift on my left toggle, I think, or may have been my right. Yeah, it was the right. It would just slowly start spinning my controller, for example, like the cameras and stuff, just out of the blue. And I'm like, what the heck's going on with this? And it's such a large gap in the little toggle ball that's in there.
Yeah.
That all the finger dust and skin crap, the crud, the sweat, all that stuff. And I mean, it is so, if you ever open your controller up and look, like you can physically like scrape it out.
Yeah.
Why didn't they fix that with the PS5?
The PS5 itself, I think it has something to do with the position of the toggle, right? Like it's positioned awkwardly. Plus, these toggles are way cheaper. They feel
Swan
way
wants to know how to
flimsier.
turn on the English version of this show.
Go up to the top right, hit settings, and I don't know. I don't know how to do it from there because I just speak English. I speak Nerdinese.
Yeah.
Is there an alternative controller that
any of the like steel? I think they're called steel case controllers. They basically look for any of the steel controllers with the cool little buttons on the backside. They're about $100 or more.
Steel case controller.
I think they're called steel case. There's something along those lines.
Well, there's like the Pro controllers have the buttons on the back.
Yeah, but the ones that I've purchased before are like they're made of metal.
It's
definitely they're called like
a
steel case or something.
Definitely a flaw with the PS5's DualShock
The
compared
PS5
to the PS4.
one, the PS5 one, the toggles feel cheap. It's just that simple. They feel.
Is it called Steel Series?
It may be Steel Series, yeah. Do you have your PS4 controller near you, Wizard?
Yes, I do.
And you have your PS5 near you also.
Yep.
All right. Just kind of do a flick test on the left toggle on both of them, and tell me the toggle on the PS5 doesn't feel a little flimsier or cheaper.
So I have,
yeah,
full screen myself here. So, we're saying like,
just sort of flick, like that. Just sort of flick it, right?
Yeah, and these are like I said, these are stick drift to hell. Like
but you never notice it, right?
No.
Like you never really notice it.
Yeah, it does feel weird.
It feels flimsy, doesn't it? It feels cheaper made, the toggles.
Yeah, like I feel like if I wanted to, I could just kind of like slam it on like the table or something, and
just snap it right off. Yeah, I noticed that when I got my PS5 Slim a couple weeks ago, back around Christmas or whatever. I was messing around with the controller and I was like, these toggles feel way cheap.
Yeah.
So
with Jim wants you to go over to the old folks home. My like I notice it with when I'm playing like Rivals and stuff. I'm just like I can the camera moves, right? Like because it's so sensitive. It's my camera stick is what it's the one. So it's like I'm looking around and I've seen it with like Power Wash Simulator, right? And like anything that has the camera, it's just I'm looking in weird ways or slowly start to move, and I gotta break it open again, and I gotta probably buy like a kit because I'm using like a thing to pop it open, but I need to just get like a kit. And
yeah, those kits are pretty inexpensive. You can go and like buy a battery in one of the kits for like $9.
Yeah.
So we were looking at them last night, wasn't it? Weren't we talking to Andrew about it?
Yeah, you were talking about it. Yeah. So I don't. I wish that they weren't like that. But anyway, so PlayStation 6 now, like this, is already on the horizon. As part of a consolidated financial report published in February 2024, Sony president said that in 2020, PS5 had already entered the latter half of its life cycle. No one had a PS5 in 2020.
True.
So,
I mean, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I feel like, especially for Sony, I think PlayStation 4 still had another couple of years of life left in it. And I feel like this console generation got started too soon.
yeah. And
This generation got started 10 years or more after. What are you talking about?
Dude, PlayStation 4
The
was
fuck
still
are you
doing,
on about, man?
was still doing so good at the time. Like, it was a juggernaut. It could have gone on for another 2 years. Just fine.
so, yeah, so the statement, which was subsequently reiterated by Sony Senior Vice President Naomi, indicated that the PS6 is on course to hit the market no later than 2028. Like, I feel like we haven't even left the PS4 behind, and by the time
yeah.
we're gonna have like 2 years, and then it'll be like PS6. So everyone's gonna wait to like put out their new games till PS6 is out, and then everyone's gonna be like, why aren't we upgrading PS5? Like, why aren't we leaving PS5 behind or something, right? Like,
Yeah, so currently what the PS5's been out not even 5 years. And so by the time this comes out, it'll be, right at 7 years. So I don't believe this. I don't think so.
like you think that they're gonna push it for longer?
Yeah, the PS4 was out for over a decade.
Yeah.
How long was the PS3 out? Over a decade, I think.
No, 7 years.
The PS3?
Yeah.
Because Sony has historically entered the SoC tap-out phase around 2 years ahead of commercializing whatever console was meant to incorporate the target chip. This claim hence suggests PS6 will be released.
PS3 released November in Japan, November of 2006, in America 2007. So,
And then
hello, Music Master.
PS4 was 2013, wasn't it?
and PS4 was 2013. Hold on, yeah, 2013, and in everywhere actually, except for Australia.
So
It came out 2014 in Australia.
So 2006 to 2013, that's 7 years.
Yeah, so that was a short cycle.
Not really compared to what came before, because before they were working on 5-year cycles.
There was, I mean, PS2 stuck around pretty long, but either way, man, that's
way too early.
Yeah, I think it's way too early.
Like those first 2 to 3 years of scalping and no supply and pandemic and no money, right? Like, it was.
Yeah, I actually agree with Grumpy Old Ninja. I'm fine with waiting until 2029, 2030.
Yeah, I feel like at this point, besides someone said that it was like every PlayStation, every console now is just an upgraded PlayStation 4. So I just feel like the PS6 is just going to be like, yeah, all the stuff that's in the PS5 Pro, just base. And then that's it. And it's like, all right.
Yeah.
Like, load times are faster, or whatever, but there's nothing, and it's 10 times as big or something. It's like, what are we getting? Why the quick turnaround? Just wait till you can blow our minds.
Just let it sit for a while. Let technology advance a bit, and then give us something that's actually going to feel like an upgrade.
Yeah. A lot of the game studios haven't even transferred over to the PlayStation 5 kits that they use for programming.
Exactly.
That's why you keep getting these PS4 exclusives that are coming out, like all these games. So let that stuff sort of.
God, PS4 was such a juggernaut.
Yeah, but it's time to put it out to pasture and just start pushing the PS5 to see what it can do, right? Like PS4 was pushed to its limits with Final Fantasy VII Remake and Red Dead Redemption 2 and stuff. I
have never heard a console fan hit that hard. Jesus, man.
Oh my God, dude. Even with something like Kingdom Hearts 3, bro, the data fights in the Remind DLC, I'll be fighting one of the Xehanorts, and then all of a sudden, and I'm like, Jesus Christ!
I don't know if I've ever heard my fan in my PS4.
How far away is it from where you sit in game though?
It's always been relatively close, but it's in an entertainment center, so it's like behind a thing.
I'm surprised you never heard it then, because man, like I can hear mine all the way. I have it upstairs, and when I hit the bottom landing on my steps, I can hear it from the bedroom up there, and I'm like, Jesus Christ!
Every time I heard the fans going off, I just wanted to jump off the couch, run over there, and be like, "Don't you die on me, damn it! Don't you die on me!"
I have a PS4 Slim though, so I don't know if its cooling is better or whatever.
It's better, but it's it definitely depends on the games you play.
I had a Pro, and it was still doing that shit.
Roygen says we're going to a new era, guys, so they got to let go of PS5. Jessica loves Trump. See, like, you can't let go of PS5. It's like, no, they're still don't let
What's
it go.
the new era? Like, they haven't even had their big breakout hit on PS5 yet.
Like, it was Astrobot's been the only PS5 game ever.
And I'm sorry, that game looks trash.
I know people are going to say, God of War Ragnarok. That was on the PS4 as well.
Yeah, we need a PS5 exclusive that really is groundbreaking.
Summer Swan, if you take a drink every time that I make a Kingdom Hearts reference, you're going to die.
Yeah, you will never be sober.
Yeah. Alcohol poisoning's a thing.
Yeah, you'll get alcohol psychosis, and that shit's crazy.
Your liver will beg you for mercy.
Yeah, I mean, look at Samurai.
Uh-huh.
He always has alcohol psychosis.
A special boy.
Got it. Bang. Boom.
Bang.
Slap.
It was like, it was such a sad bang too. He's just like bang.
Bang.
That's how I read it whenever somebody writes it. I go bang, and then I smile immediately.
But yeah, so yeah, the PlayStation 6, they shouldn't be doing it. They should just...
No, it's terrible.
Ruby asked if God of War Ragnarok's on the PS4.
Yeah, that's what I played it on.
Yeah, Ruby's still on the PS3.
Yeah, he's over there. He's over there on the PS1, still trying to be like, why won't this work?
Yeah,
it's still got good games.
Ruby still got that.
This Crash Bandicoot has amazing graphics.
It's Crash Bandicoot.
It's so immersive.
I never had a PS3. No one had a PS3. Let's be honest.
I had a PS3.
PS3 was a psyop. Like Xbox 360 was the only console, even though the Wii sold more, but still, Nintendo's in its own. They're over there.
Yeah.
But with this, so like Switch 2 is gonna be coming out, and then probably next year or whatever, and then like 2 years later, 3 years later, it's like here's PlayStation 6 now. And Xbox won't even release an Xbox. They won't even do it. So
they're already fucking digital.
Yeah, they're not going to release another console, I don't think.
I think the world's gonna end by then anyway.
Oh wow, way to bring the whole room down, Samurai.
Let the Kingdom Hearts.
Hey, I know the world's gonna end before I ever get my Gremlin World book.
I know.
Bang.
Because it's gonna end within the next 20 years, and I mean,
I said what I said.
Let the Kingdom Hearts series finish first, and then I don't give a shit what happens to the world.
They ain't gonna.
Oh well, the Kingdom Hearts series is already finished. You're not getting 4.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's time to end my world, if you know what I mean.
I guess it's time to cash in my continues.
That's right. I'm not putting an extra 25 cents to keep playing that.
Remember, you get an achievement for beating the game without using continue or
that's true ass shit.
That's so dark. That is so dark. Stop it.
Still haven't done that. I still haven't done that achievement. I think I fucked it up. I think Cerberus fucked it up for me because I was like, I don't need to fight him, and then I hit continued and then kicked me out. So I didn't even realize it until I beat
beginner mode. You can get it on beginner mode.
I did, but I was saying like I fought Cerberus for a second. I was like, I don't need to fight him to beat the game, and then I died and I hit continue because I know I beat Ansem without doing it, and I'm like, why didn't this pop? And then I'm like, it must have been something that maybe it was Cerberus, and so I haven't gone back and tried it again.
But, you're just ass.
So I mean, I'm not great. I'm not great at Kingdom Hearts. I'll admit, but Speaking of not great, and you might regret your Kingdom Hearts talk when Kingdom Hearts cost $100
Ooh.
base level, as many in the video game industry hope for $80, if not $100, says one analyst.
I'll quit gaming.
$70 GTA 6 would be the cheapest GTA game ever released.
I will quit gaming with the exception of Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy.
Nope, I'll quit gaming. Period. If they're $100 a game, you've priced me out.
Swan is right. Please hit like and subscribe. 200 subs will I'll sit here with all these guys. We'll play Mutants and Mastermind. It's like superhero D&D.
Yes.
Once a month, we'll sit down. It'll be really fun. These guys want to do it. I've had people message me that they want it, right? But it's like gotta wait till we cross that 200.
Give him 250 subs, and I'll sit here and play with myself.
All right. Give me 300 so that I don't have to have that happen.
Yeah, I don't know if we have an audience.
Yeah, give him 300 subs, and I won't do that.
Yeah, so there you go. You have incentive. Yeah, and subscribe. We do streams. I'm going to be streaming again tomorrow, be Thursday, where be a little bit shorter. And then Friday, I'm going to be on One Gun's channel doing a draw stream.
Oh, nice,
and,
dude.
There's the
Look at my boy.
link for that.
Yeah, our little baby birds branching out.
Yeah. Yeah, Ruby's right. No game is worth $100. I was gonna make a video.
No, hell no. That's why I've been gravitating more towards like the indies and the fucking marketplace shit.
GTA 6 does look great though. We haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen nothing. We've seen cinematics. It's a little different.
I hate that about video games.
Yeah, don't get bought up. Don't get swept up in the hype of the movies that they're making for you to like.
Yeah, like.
Gameplay,
I mean, most of that could be cutscenes, and that's cool. But still, like, I need to see gameplay because I had to change the control scheme of Red Dead Redemption 2 to being like first-person shooter controls because I just can't with that mash X to move shit. I'm like, what is this? Like, that's some old GTA stuff. I'm like, get that out of here. Like,
I started replaying Red Dead Redemption 2 as I told you in the DMs.
Yeah,
and I'd forgotten that you had to do that, and I kept going, why am I not damn running? Like, what can you...
And so I changed it. If you change it to first person, it's click on the left stick to run.
Never.
But with the horse, it's still mash A. Because with the horse, it is different because you're like galloping. I can kind of get the thing. But moving the guy, it's like
mash
pressing
A.
Oh, I mean,
Ew.
Mash X.
Oh, wait a minute.
I go either.
Oh, you're bi? You're bi gamer?
Yeah, but I have a 360 still.
Oh, wow. No, you didn't have to say it out loud.
I knew it.
No, what is wrong with the 360?
Whoa.
360, is that some kind of sexual position?
This is a G-rated show here, and you're talking about being bi gamer?
I'm trying gamer. I just told you I had the Nintendo Wii.
You're talking about doing a 360?
I'm pan gamer. Actually.
You're pan gamer.
I've gamed on the PC as well. All right. I'm a degenerate.
What is this? Weimar Germany with you? Jesus, man.
I played Freedom Force on the computer.
Oh God, man, disgusting. You should hit your knees and play the Lord's console, Sony.
I do that mainly.
Only
with Wizard pansexual, no pan gamer, Preston, pan gamer.
Summer Swan thought she was the little bird.
You are the little bird. I don't know what the context of that was, but
you're technically
because I was the bird leading.
Because you're a little bird that's growing into a nice social butterfly, man.
Let me see if I can do the sound Snowman did.
Whoa!
Am I getting it? Am I close?
Very sexy, dude. I'm breaked up.
I could play a clip, but I don't know, fucking like.
I just don't care about it. Who cares?
Just fucking.
Good one. Moving on.
All right, so yeah, I've had that one for a while. I was like, I need to have that on here, because that's. Yeah. So, So while the price tag would certainly raise eyebrows with the video game audience, Ball argued that a $70 GTA 6 would be the cheapest GTA game ever released in real terms. That is when taking inflation into account. $91 would be average. Also.
Fuck yourself.
Yeah, you already raised it. You already raised it, and you completely stopped me from buying anything new unless it's from FromSoft.
Does anybody
I will not buy
remember-
a new game unless it's FromSoft.
Does anybody remember when games were $29.99? Shout out to the PlayStation 1.
Yeah, but
I
those
know,
were
I was-
special deals.
That was
Games
No,
have
wasn't.
been like 50. Yes, they have. $59 games have been a thing since the
It's
90s.
like the it's like the cartridge
No.
days.
Yeah,
I
the
think they've been
cartridge.
about.
Yeah, they've been 50. Yes, they have.
Dude, I don't know about you, but I
Let's
was
look it
paying
up.
30. I was paying $30 for PlayStation 1 games. I was paying $50 for PlayStation 2 games, and then it went to
Were these
60.
used or brand new?
No, brand new, and then it
Bro,
went
they've
to
been like $59, anywhere from $49 to $59 since I was a kid.
and then
They
they went.
just that's
then
why
the-
the $70 price hike was such a big deal, because people were like, the game companies were like, it has been this price for like 3 decades. Please let us make more money.
That's greed as fuck, dude.
Yeah, I was like,
Bro,
no,
you-
you keep it at $59.99.
it was not $50 in the 90s.
I don't know if I can.
Maybe
find,
not
a-
for like maybe not like Super Nintendo and Genesis and maybe
No, the
Nintendo
carts were
64
like
games.
$59, bro. I'm telling you. I remember the ads like it was yesterday.
PS1 wasn't $59 or $49.
It seems that the thing here,
I would say they were probably
the
around like 40
price
to
at the
50.
time in USD is the red line. So in 1985, the NES was $40. Then SNES was $55. N64 was $60. PS2 was $50. 360, $60, and then $70.
N64 games were $60.
That's I don't believe that.
Tourist.
I
This
don't
is a-
believe.
So
that.
this is a Reddit. This is a Reddit chart, but it's a data is beautiful, right? So it's people that make charts and stuff. And then the blue line is adjusted for inflation. So like as he said, like $70 is technically 82 in 2020. So
Tourists. Y'all are all fucking tourists. Y'all ain't
Right,
gamers.
this agrees with you. That's why I pulled it up.
Well, not you, Wizard. My bad. Not everybody but Wizard. You two,
I was born right
hack
here.
tourists. You ain't no
Yes.
gamers.
Correct.
Ain't no way.
Ru-
Hold up.
Yes,
Ruby King,
dude, they-
Ruby King says Jesker is a tourist and a racist.
Fuck off.
He's a tracist.
Racism isn't
bang.
real.
Well,
Swan
you
says
haven't
we're
heard Jesker
hilarious.
do it.
That's just an
So
excuse.
turn me into a believer of racism.
Yeah.
Damn,
Doesn't
bro.
exist.
You vile
It made me
scumbag.
blush. Told you. Hey, I hate to say I told us so, Jesker.
Tracist.
But guess what?
No, that's Tracist. That's what I
That's
do.
you.
Okay, you know what? I just came from another universe where it was
You-
$29.99.
you got
I
Mandela
think you were just
infected?
buying used games, and you were getting shook down for those prices.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I wasn't buying shit. My grandmother and my dad was.
Yeah, so they could have
Um,
been buying your games all on sale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Ball said in the report GTA 6 could reestablish packed video game prices after decades of deflation despite rampant cost growth. Ball's report has sparked a discussion about the value of video games and the likelihood that Rockstar would actually go through with an $80 to $100 price range for GTA 6. Reacting to Ball's comment, Michael Dow's publisher director of Baldur's Gate 3 developer Larian tweeted, "You're not supposed to say this out loud."
Yes.
A good company raises salaries in line with inflation so that their staff don't die or something, but games prices haven't risen with inflation. This isn't the reason the industry is in the shit for now, but it's an uncomfortable truth. On the other hand, the responsibility for a game developer is to make sure that the game they show lives up to that promise and that investment from the player. So it's like,
Hey, go to the CG Green Room, Wizard.
Right.
And Andrew just posted N64 game prices and some PlayStation game prices from looks like a Toys R Us catalog.
yeah,
Hey,
okay.
Andrew, how about you go fuck yourself? How about that?
No, dude, this is gonna vindicate you a little bit. A little bit.
Okay.
a
All
little
right.
bit. It's
I
gonna
take
vindicate you a little bit.
I take that back, Andrew.
No, don't show
How-
it now.
how-
Jessica
how-
doesn't get this win.
How about,
You didn't win.
you know what? You know what?
You didn't get
You know what?
win.
I
But you
hope
got to remember, this is a sales catalog.
I hope you
this
get.
is-
I hope you get the fuck. Andrew.
It's 1996. So, Blast Corpse 60. What am I supposed to be looking at here?
Look over to the PlayStation stuff.
These nuts.
All right,
Some of those
so
were
Twisted
Dang.
Metal,
Some of those-
$39.99.
That's
Soul Blade,
crazy.
$49.99. NBA Live, $97.49.99.
All right. So, all right, good. So
I said
was
from 40 to
kinda right.
50. I'd kind of Mario 60.
Yeah,
Kart
those were
59 to
those were
99
sales
is
prices
kinda
though.
Surprising.
Yeah. No, N64 was expensive, bro. Those carts were all they've been like $59 since I was a little kid.
I didn't
150
That's
own-
why I
for the
only got
console,
one
though.
game.
I
That's
didn't
crazy.
own an N64 back then. I was a PlayStation kid.
Yeah, but
I had
those
both.
those games are on sale. Also, PlayStation was trying to like those are hits. Those are like greatest hits games.
Mhm.
Those are see the sales are on the game.
150 for the console, though.
Yeah, that's
Your
amazing.
choice.
That is fantastic.
I'm
would you-
calling it now.
150. What are you picking? You picking
Oh,
N64? or you-
Oh,
I'm going.
PlayStation.
I'm
The
going PlayStation.
64
No,
hands
with
down.
you're
that lineup
insane.
right there.
Nah,
that
dude,
game
it's
to game, that
PlayStation
lineup right
all
there, you're
day.
crazy.
Final Fantasy.
You're insane, dude. The JRPGs on the one.
The three best Final Fantasy games are on the PlayStation 1.
Well, I'm just saying, out of those games right there, from what
Oh,
they're
these
showing,
games.
yeah.
Oh, wait, Wizard, is
I'm
that
going
the
64
stipulation
right
with
there.
these games?
No, I'm just saying like I'm
Oh, I
saying
thought
just
like
the
that's what
console.
Wizard was
because
getting.
this is just like the paper, right? What you'd see, and Andrew.
If you have to
posted
pick
the-
out of like the console plus the games, right? Then I'm going N64. But if
Yeah,
if I
Andrew
get the
posted
entire
another one, but there's
catalog, I'm
nothing.
going PS1.
There's a lot of good games on the 64.
64
but yeah,
had-
PlayStation.
had classic stuff.
Spyro the
That controller was
Dragon
trash, though.
trilogy.
Yeah,
Crash
that whole, like,
Bandicoot
the-
Maybe the
The-
worst
the-
controller in all of
the
gaming.
three best
The
Final
Duke
handle
Fantasy
or whatever,
games.
yeah.
It's worse than the
Ape
Duke,
Escape,
right?
The Dreamcast one's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Tekken.
PS1's controller was so timeless; they're still doing it. Just in
Yeah,
like,
it's basically the same controller.
The
upgraded.
360 controllers up there.
A 360 controller did like that is the
Yeah, the
controller,
Duke.
but
The Duke was bad, but they corrected that real fast.
yeah. So
I do sort of miss the Duke sometimes. Like that's
Yeah,
a
I
big
think
oak.
PlayStation overall probably did have probably more games too.
Had a better library.
Yeah, it probably had a better. library.
but I can tell you what game might end up costing $100.
Oh, Segway boys.
Elder
You a mall cop?
Scrolls 4 Oblivion remake details reportedly leaked online.
But just give me Elder Scrolls 6 already. What are you doing?
Just
Uh,
implode already. Actually,
bloody
Oblivion.
Yeah, just
fucking
quit
fuck
it and let the
everything.
fans make these games
Wait,
from now
hold
on.
up. I thought that article literally was just bloody hell, and that's it.
That's what that's what IGN has the subtitles. Bloody hell.
I thought that was
Um,
the article in its entirety.
Why are
for
you
a
working on
second.
an Oblivion? Well, actually, I wonder if they're gonna buy that Oblivion remake from the modders that did it.
That's
So,
crazy, man.
That's what I would
Um,
do. If the
They
yeah,
need
work's
to
so-
done.
remake their whole engine.
Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion remake reported to be in the works and set for release in 2025 has seen an alleged list of details leak on the internet. Details for the unannounced game were accidentally released by a former employee at video game studio Virtuos. Microsoft declined to comment when contacted by IGN. Virtuos has remade Bethesda's much-loved open-world role-playing game using Unreal Engine 5. So it's not going to be using the like the creation engine or whatever the one that Bethesda uses, which is a significant rework rather than a more straightforward remaster. Gameplay changes were also allegedly detailed, including tweaks to stamina, sneak, blocking, archery, hit reaction, and heads-up display.
Oh, they're gonna simplify it.
As reported, blocking has changed with action games and Souls-likes in mind because the original system was too boring and frustrating. Sneak icons are now allegedly highlighted with damage calculation revamped. The knockdown that comes with stamina being depleted is reportedly harder to trigger, and the HUD was redesigned to make it easier to understand.
Good.
Elsewhere, hit reactions were added to make response clearer, and archery was reportedly modernized in both first and third-person perspectives.
Yeah, Oblivion was a clunker.
Little bit.
Where
I'm replaying it on the PlayStation Plus or whatever, where you can stream it, and it is a little clunky. Like you've got to get used to it again.
Dude, once you play, I'm spoiled in my opinion by the action in FromSoft. It's like once you get into that kind of combat and smoothness of it, especially Skyrim and all those games, they just feel archaic as fuck in comparison.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Mike Wheeler. Yeah, so then they said like the word of an Oblivion remaster emerged in 2023. when documents published as part of the Federal Trade Commission versus Microsoft trial over the buyout of Activision Blizzard revealed a number of unannounced Bethesda games set for release in the years ahead. The list put together in July 2020 ahead of Microsoft March 2020 purchase by Bethesda Company. Who are the following? Financial year 2022, Oblivion remaster, Indiana Jones game.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Doom Zero. Doom Year Zero. Is that going to be the?
That's the medieval.
Yeah, that's what I
I'm
was about
pretty
to say.
Yeah. So that's where like they, we're looking, and then these unannounced projects. Elder Scrolls 6.
Financial year, Elder Scrolls 6, 2024. Yeah, you missed that one, didn't you, boys?
Yeah, the Elder Scrolls 6 got nowhere near financial year 2024.
No.
Yeah.
So they basically had, because this was like 2020, right? They're like kicked all that down the road. Yeah, licensed IP game, a Fallout 3 remaster, Ghostwire Tokyo sequel, Dishonored 3, and Doom Year Zero deals. That's a long way, I guess. Like, I guess like
or that Ghostwire sequel. I don't think that's going to happen either because that
no, because
game
they shut down. I think
I'm not interested in any of those games.
Yeah,
I could do a Dishonored, but
yeah, do a Dishonored. And especially since Microsoft said their games are no longer going to be console exclusives. Yeah, give me another Dishonored. Those games are great.
But they're working on that Blade thing, ain't they? Arcane.
I think so.
I'm kind of curious about that.
So
Arcane's the best studio that Bethesda has.
Maybe that's that licensed IP game that they're talking about here. I've only played Skyrim. I've played Skyrim a lot. So but like you pointed out, there's the Skyblivion mod, and to my knowledge, they've never been told that they're gonna have to shut down or anything like that.
They had threatened a couple times, but
is it out? Because it says it's got 2025 release date.
You talking about the
Skyblivion
mod?
Yeah.
I think part of it's playable. I've played some like demos and stuff of it. But I think no, the whole thing I don't think is out. No.
Yeah, so I mean, like they haven't canceled it, right? They're still rocking, and Bethesda's usually pretty good with their mod peoples. That I wouldn't expect them to be like no, but we'll see, right? Because it's not like you're making a whole new game, but some companies might be chill, it all depends, right? So,
well, I mean, Bethesda's usually pretty cool with modders.
Yeah, exactly, right. So it'd be like a suit being like, "Hey, you can't do this because we're selling the game just like it," right?
If they weren't cool with modders, Elder Scroll games would be unplayable. Bethesda games would be unplayable.
More than they already are.
Jesus Christ, man.
Mm-hmm.
What? Kick them while they're down?
Yeah.
Skyrim's still a blast, but it's definitely
Skyrim's a blast, man. But they still have so many major bugs that you're
Mhm.
just like, why do you do this? Why do you do this to me?
Why are you the way that you are?
Yeah.
Also, don't forget those in the chat. Up at the top, we have our Ask Us Anything. For the end of the show, you can click and ask us a question about anything, games, movies, anything. And we'll read it at the end of the show. I'll tell you another game that you might have to pay $100 for if they raise the prices, and I'm sure one of you will do it, and it's not Jesker and it's not Kingdom Hearts. Hollow Knight Silksong has been reported to be real, progressing, and will release. A developer has insisted. It's there, guys. Don't.
Nah, I've given up hope.
It exists, I'm telling you.
It's existed for like 5 years now, though. Come on, man. I'm poking that studio with a stick, going, do something.
Come on.
Come on.
As a Kingdom Hearts fan, let me tell you right now, never give up hope. Never give
I'm
up.
giving up hope. Silksong was supposed to come out. I think it was seriously 5 years ago. They were like, oh, Hollow Knight's done. Everybody loves it. Here's the DLC. Silksong next year. And
that ain't shit.
It's just died on the vine.
I'm sorry, but that weight ain't shit.
Yeah, but I'm
you ain't out
like,
victiming Jesker, bro.
Yeah, you ain't getting.
Here's the problem, though, Jesker. I just give up. I don't care. I move on. I go, okay, bye.
My pain is greater than yours.
Sure, you can have it.
And once again, Stream Elements like to remind us. Oh no, Jessica brought up Kingdom Hearts.
I just want to. We are playing that drinking game. I'm trying to give the chat alcohol poisoning.
Well, they're gonna be dying here in a little bit, but
Good.
yeah. So
Yeah.
They don't like me anyways.
Rest in peace, motherfuckers.
So yeah. So another game that was announced that we haven't seen really anything from besides leaks, but people want to know it's still there, and that's Insomniac's Wolverine, the co-head of the
Is
development.
anybody excited for this? Really?
Said
No.
we have to be like Logan today and remain very stoic until it's time to pop the claws down the road. And as much as
Give
we
me
have pent up
something-
excitement, we got to hold on to it.
Give me
They
something
basically
to be
we're
excited
gooning.
about.
We're gooning right now, and we got to wait.
We're
till
gooning, boys.
Give me
gooning.
something to
We
be
gotta wait.
excited about.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot. I mean, like officially, there's still only just that one trailer. Leak wise, I mean, there's a lot. That game is out there.
Yeah, I know. Give me something official.
Oh my
Swan
God, Summer
says-
Swan is being okay.
Hey, I still miss a TV show from a long time ago, Wolf Lake, so I get Jesker's pain.
Oh my God, it's a miracle. Summer Swan actually relates to me in some way.
Damn.
Don't push
The
it.
world is coming to an end.
That means
And Jessica ruined it.
Silk Song's definitely coming out.
Oh, it'll
Um,
come out before Kingdom Hearts, I'm sure.
You want to set the thing right now. Kingdom Hearts 4 or Silk Song, which comes out first?
Oh, it's Silk Song, man. They're almost done with it. That's
I thought you gave up hope.
I did, but they're almost done.
I hate to say it.
It's like you're like the copium fumes are still in the air, and you're kind of like catching whiffs every once in a while. Like, what was that?
They're almost done with it, boys.
You know what? Silk Song's going to come out before Kingdom Hearts 4.
Why are you so depressed today? Did you take a whole bottle of Xanax?
No, that's just how badly Kingdom Hearts beats you down. Like, you're just like,
Cynic, you do not get to judge my drug habits. Okay.
Kingdom Hearts 3 took like 13 years.
Yeah, and it was so terrible when it came out too.
It's been a rough few days for me.
That means
since
Kingdom Hearts
Ruby
4's got to
stream,
take
okay?
7 years.
And Kingdom Hearts will be out when let's see, 2034.
But yeah, so what we saw from this Wolverine game in leaks, and spoilers to people who don't want to know about it, but it's like Wolverine's in Madripoor. Their Jean Grey's has like a mutant refuge there. All of the Rogues Gallery of Wolverines basically, like Lady Deathstrike, Sabretooth, I think Omega Red, Wendigo, like they're all going to be in there. And
Omega
there's
Red is
forest
so
sections.
Did you say he's lame?
No, I said ham.
Oh, I was about that, dude. Me and
He's
you,
awesome.
me and you were about to have a moment on here. Okay, good.
Yeah, I would
no,
have
yeah,
so
so-
you, bro.
There is also like
We'll
big
settle it on the
spoiler, Insomniac likes to do their secret playable protagonist. The one was already leaked out. Seems pretty fun to play as. I imagine because the Sweet Baby Ink is a thing, and a lot of people are it's the woke. And I even saw there's one of the leaked cutscenes is of like I think the mutant refuge is being attacked or something, and then one of the girls like shoots a guy that was attacking Wolverine, and then I saw someone who we more or less know of say in the replies it was like why is he like woke, he saved his the girl saved Wolverine's life, and then someone's like, saved his life from what? He's immortal. Like, save his life, he can't die. So, but yeah, so I'm still excited for it because I do like the Insomniac games. Spider-Man 2 was just rushed, and I've gone over and over about how they should have done that game better. And we see like earlier in the stream where they had that live service thing, that could have been the reason why, right? That they just they were splitting up and they had to rush it. And I've even said that it's possible that the failure of Avengers as a live service made Marvel games have to rush out every single Marvel game they were working on, and that could have been one of them. So
Yeah, I guess, but like, Jesus, dude, can we just like let Marvel out the pasture already? Just let them do their own thing for a while and not have to like push them in movies and gaming.
Well, I mean, I'd still take a bad superhero game, than none at all. personally.
I'd still take Thor up the ass. Go ahead, Wizard.
Oh.
You can say it.
That's like, I know. I was like, what do you say? Like, that's very gay. What you just said, Jessica. Like, you did not stick the landing on that.
Nah,
Like,
definitely not.
Yeah, you curled your toes.
I
and
could
fell
just,
over.
I could just clip that soundbite of you saying.
Oh my
Look.
God! Now he's a homophobe too.
Look,
Racist
look,
homophobe.
you wouldn't be the first person to clip an awkward moment with me, okay?
Yeah.
Just let me mute my mic real quick. All right.
Grumpy says Insomniac broke my heart. I have excised them along with BioWare. Yeah, BioWare
I fell
fired
off the map hard, dude.
like they fired one of their guys that like did the Dragon Age or he left or something like that.
Ugh.
Like messed up that game.
Jesus, man, that Dragon Age game. Every time I see somebody play it, there is not an attractive looking character I have seen yet. They all look just insane.
Like we know someone who hyped up Dragon Age a lot, and I was more like, I was like, yeah, like I'll check it out. And seeing that, I'm like, I don't wanna, man.
The color palette of the game is terrible. Every character is weird looking.
They should have stylized everything a lot more. Like Baldur's Gate, there's a bit of a stylization, right? Like they're not 100% meant to be like people. They're kind of like they're a little cartoony in little ways, right?
Yeah.
But they should have done that. Like instead of just like I'm a human man and I'm slightly altered with this like horns or ears, and I'm like,
yeah, and like I know I've seen the memes of people making like the most horrific looking characters, but even when you search and watch people who make normal characters, everything looks uncanny valley or something. It's so forget it. BioWare, you're disgusting now.
Speaking of disgusting looking creatures, continuing, I should make a counter for this as well, or just a chat message for this, but the Until Dawn movie gave us Wendigos. So we'd asked if there would be Wendigos, and it appears there will be Wendigos.
The connective thread I was looking for.
Yeah, so we closed the circle.
Sure, that's not Ruby King.
Whoa there.
I was gonna say that ain't no fucking Wendigo. That's just like Zombie 2.
What's up, everybody? This is me when I go full emotional.
Just sneak this in Ruby today.
This is the end result of somebody who can't control their passion.
This is like you turn that light off. I'm trying to stream.
What the fuck was that?
What is that?
It's Ruby trying to he's yelling at people in his laundry room. Can't you see I'm streaming here?
My shoes broke today because of the snow.
That's a deep cut.
I'm gonna clip Jesker in his most vulnerable moment and ruin his fucking life.
Yeah,
I'll do it, Jesker.
I'll do it. Why is he a New York Jewish lady? I'll do it, Jessica.
It's just like when he gets going. That's just where
that's okay. I got you. Yeah.
Mike Wheeler says it looks like my mom.
Mine too.
I told you to get your ass in bed, Michael.
Michael Wheeler. Now I'm getting worse. Anyway. So Until Dawn does have Wendigos. They appear to be practical as well. They appear to be guys in suits. So that's always nice.
Okay, good. I don't mind a guy in a suit.
So if it was all CG, it would have been terrible. But
also with the CG stuff, can we please let that out the pasture?
I'm really glad they're doing the Wendigos because, like I've said before, they needed to have some kind of connected thread between the game and the movie.
Yeah,
and this is it.
Yeah. And from what we read before is that it seems to be that each loop they do will be a different monster thing or a different threat. So it might be a killer like Until Dawn had sometimes, and then it'll be the Wendigo, and then it'll be something else, right? So
I heard Jessica said the N-word.
I think. Listen, honey. I think that Jessica James guy is a very bad influence on you.
I think we're all just like, because then I could just start going like Midwest, just like, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that, Jessica.
Jessica James.
Oh no,
He's from,
Don't you
nothing's wrong
know?
with him, SWAT.
he's from Tennessee. I heard they do inbreeding.
I don't like that inbreeding. I don't like it.
Oh man.
Listen, does he drive a pickup truck with a Confederate flag on it?
No, I don't like that Confederate flag stuff.
No, actually, he voted for Kamala, Mom. I don't fucking believe you.
I don't believe you. I've heard what he said.
I heard it.
I heard it.
I heard it said I did.
No one could be that blatantly racist and still vote for Kamala.
This one, I'll still save Jessica's thing till the end. But Snowman, have you been playing MK1 at all?
I fell off for a little bit, but I was playing the fuck out of it just recently. I'm about to start playing it again.
Because they added with the Conan the Barbarian update, the last not the last update game because there's still T1000, but they just added out of the blue, going old school. They added a secret character.
Oh,
Yeah, it's about time.
Spoilers. It's apparently hard to unlock him as well, but they added Floyd the Pink Ninja.
Yes, finally.
what?
This is a character that has been in the back of Ed Boon's mind for a while now. It is about
Yay.
time this guy finally got added to the Mortal Kombat roster.
So
You
yeah,
would
so
like
you
this one, Jessica.
if you unlock
I-
Floyd, so he's
You
not a
got
playable
that right,
character. Like you don't
honey.
get him to you don't get him to play as. But if you unlock him and you beat him like 3 times, you unlock this stage to use whenever you want.
Oh, damn,
it's
that's
like
sick.
It's like an open field. So, yeah,
Wait,
so-
but you don't ever get to use him?
No, I don't think you get to. I did see like footage of someone using him, so it might unlock, but it's still like very new, so I'm not sure. But it's possible.
I don't like the meme though.
The Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
Well, like
I knew that was gonna happen if they ever made
That's
this
so
character.
dated, man.
Dude,
Well,
they've had this
like-
in mind for a very long time.
like
Yeah,
you know
it's great.
Rain, right? Like you know Rain.
Purple
Yeah.
Rain.
You know,
I get
Purple
it.
Rain, right? So-
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I just-
they've had. Haven't they had Pink Floyd in mind going back even to the?
This dude does look dope, though.
Even
Yeah, he's got
back
like
to,
he's got
the
random
2D era.
people's powers.
Conan looks
So
lame.
I think you do unlock him like proper.
I'm
possibly as
I'm
well, 'cause
fucking excited as shit for the T1.
it was either a mod or yeah, because then there's like this, right? So you must unlock him.
Yeah, I think they've had this character in mind since the 2D era.
I don't even know. So I watched a video. There is a video about Floyd. There was nothing that it was basically like this. The patch or the files for this game had Floyd in them, and that was his first appearance. So this seems to be like they ran out of colors, right? With all the other ninjas, the only one left was pink, and so they just probably just held off on doing it. And so now it's like, yeah,
No, but I know
Smoke
years,
is my man's.
I know
He's one of my
years
mains.
back, Ed Boon, I think it was Ed Boon, said that like one of the ninjas he always wanted to do was a pink ninja, and he wanted to call him Floyd. So it's an idea they've had for a while now.
yeah. So IGN said Mortal Kombat 1 secret Floyd fight isn't just a cool Easter egg; it unlocks a brand new stage. Have unearthed the
He's
secret
kind of like
Floyd
the
fight.
original Chameleon. Chameleon was like a magenta who like did everyone
Yeah,
else's
Chameleon
moves
was like,
too.
yeah, would change. It would have the fluorescent colors. yeah.
Although
that's
I-
basically
I-
like what it is.
I will say what kind of surprised me is that I think
I do love
Ori-
Mortal Kombat 1 though.
I think originally when they were talking about creating a pink ninja, they were going to give him plant powers, but obviously
been dope.
they didn't go for that, and it does make sense that they're going with the Pink Floyd thing because the album has like the prism with the light and everything, so the glass powers that have like a rainbow prism to them makes more sense with the naming convention. So I'm
Yeah,
cool with
that is pretty cool.
Huh.
And that-
Yeah, I'm not.
that stage is cool.
I'm indifferent about it. I don't.
Yeah, Ed Boon has finally made good on his desire to add the character.
Yeah, I
He's
told you.
confirm what kind when it sold it. I just don't know how long. I don't know how far back it goes.
It could have been a cooler character though.
Yeah, it may not be as far
Well,
back as the 2D era. I just know it's been a few years since he said
Yeah,
that.
if he is fully unlockable, like I said, this could just be a mod. But I imagine that if this is his full-on debut, he'll appear in future games, and they'll give him crazy lore or something like they do, with all the other ninjas. So
they still need to come up with a ninja that has plant powers, though. That's really the only one missing at this point.
Yeah, he seems to be like hard light stuff, or
Yeah, like a prism.
Yeah, so pretty cool. Like I just saw that, I'm like, that's just like old school stuff that they used to do, and that's
he's
Maybe
kind of
wanna
like the.
play that shit right now.
I wonder if he's gonna have some kind of connection to Noob Saibot, because Noob Saibot's like the darkness ninja.
Well,
and
in
Floyd
the
is
new
basically
continuity, he's like chaos and stuff. So,
well, but he's got like the dark theme, and Floyd's got like the light theme. So maybe there's gonna be some kind of connection.
Grumpy says, "I miss old OG Mortal Kombat playstyle."
Yeah, me too. Boomer.
This what this
Cowards.
reminds me of, and maybe no one will get this, but it reminds me of Donut from Red vs. Blue.
Nope.
You never watched
If any
it.
of you know what that is.
Fucking
So,
nerd.
Someone out there out there knows what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Virgin.
And that's
Yeah,
gonna be the
nobody.
chick you married. That's crazy. We were thinking the same thing.
Well, I mean, the joke is that, so Donut is like, the joke on Red vs. Blue is that he's like just very gay, like, and that was the joke they ran with for a while. But he would constantly make like double entendres that were like,
Double
homosexual.
entendres.
So anyway, so
Yeah,
I just saw
put
this, and
my
I'm like, oh, that's.
entendres in single mode personally.
I just saw this. I'm like, oh, it's a cool thing that they added. And to my knowledge, I don't think they told anyone. I think they just said it when they launched it. Like, oh, by the way, and still no one's really figured out how to like fully unlock it. It's just basically like you have to run the towers, and he might show up, I guess. So,
Wait, so is he in the game right now?
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
he's
shit.
added in the patch that added Conan.
Wait,
He's
so
a secret-
Conan's in the game right now too?
Yeah.
If you got the
Wait, damn, I
pass.
thought
he's back.
T1000 was like coming out even before Ghostface.
No, Ghostface is also already out.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, T1000. Well, he's on the list as being the last, like they always kind
Oh,
of had him.
motherfucker. That's the
So
whole reason why I
something
got the game.
something interesting about the T1000 is that there's been rumors for a while about a ninja concept called Chrome, where he would basically have control over liquid metal. However, there's apparently some legal issues regarding that name. So, wow, really? Fuck you. There's some legal issues regarding that
Oh shit,
name. So the rumor is that
Awesome fatality.
they're adding the T1000 as a loophole because they can't add Chrome, because the T1000 has liquid metal powers.
Hell yeah.
So Boone says that they're gonna keep on trucking with future DLC. Even though we were
Nice.
told that Mortal Kombat 1 was gonna end with this thing. So
Get the
apparently
fucking mask in there.
what Boone said was that it's sold pretty well. Well, with 5 million games sold, which is like, it's not great, but it's okay. But it's the still most top 15 most played PlayStation 5 games.
That's not saying much.
I was about to say, there's what? Is there 50 PlayStation 5 games?
Well, it's counting like Marvel Rivals, right? So that's not exclusive,
It's like
2K20,
this-
WWE 2K24, which is on the PS4 as well.
this
It's
is
just
the
in
top-
general.
this
Street
is in the-
Fighter, Tekken.
This is in the top 15 games on your consoles. How many games is on your consoles? Is on your console?
4?
20. 20.
There's
Yeah,
4
so
of them.
then hint to the
Six-
one of the
16.
fatalities is him hitting him with the truck.
Yeah, that
That's
shit's
pretty
dope.
funny. Yeah, T1000 will be cool, but
Yeah, he's gonna be dope. I can't wait for him. But I'm
Yeah,
having
so
a blast with it right now. Smoke, Gearus, fucking Cyrex, and
Cyrax.
Quan Chi. Those is my mans.
Quan Chi.
Nice.
Round 1, fight.
Your soul is mine.
oh, yeah.
Your soul is mine, gay boy.
So long, gay Bowser. All right. Speaking of gay, let's just get to it, right? Those of you with weak constitutions may want to leave the audience. Too late.
Ew.
Finally,
as
it's my time to fucking
Kingdom
shine.
Hearts. It was the 15th anniversary of Kingdom
Oh,
Hearts Birth
shit.
by Sleep,
I'm
and
outta here,
Tetsuya
man.
Nomura
That's
wanted to
lame.
revisit the secret ending that hinted at Birth by Sleep, right?
I hope you get struck.
Yeah.
And
Turn that volume up, bitch.
yeah, so
Strike this man.
get him out of here. No, and so he basically Jessica will be able to explain it better, but
Does he have to?
Yes. I do,
yes.
Senec. Yes, absolutely.
He's been through a
trying to
lot
get it
today, you know. He needs this.
Well, did nobody force him to do what he did?
So, Nomura
give us the
came out-
TLDR because I'm not going to read all.
All
this.
right. So,
Just give me the TL, or
yeah.
just do the DR.
Give him the D.
no.
You
So,
are.
so in Kingdom Hearts, they have secret endings at the end of most of the games, and
We
at the
put
end
him
of
on 1.25 speed, Wizard.
at the end,
No, we can't do that live.
I cannot fucking stand this guy. In some of these,
Thought you were a
secret
wizard,
endings-
huh?
And so, hey, mute these two.
No, this is it's about this is torture is what this is. This is what you get.
In some of these secret endings, the characters
I wish they would have
Are-
stayed secret.
they're at a crossroad, right? So, ending of Kingdom Hearts
Crossroad.
1, ending of Kingdom Hearts 1.
I wish it would have been the
damn.
final.
That I'm gonna say the N word right now.
No,
Yeah!
you
do
ain't.
it. Do it. Do it.
No,
Mike
you
Wheeler, make a
ain't.
tweet about us. Let's do it.
At the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, Sora's at a crossroad leading to a place called Castle Oblivion.
He
Here
should
in
have
this
just went
secret,
home.
here at this secret ending, you see a crossroad right there. At the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, Sora's in a crossroad in
They're standing in that
Shibuya.
same spot, basically.
These suits are dope.
Yeah, Sora's in a crossroad in
You'll never get to play in one of those.
in the city of Quadratum.
You do get to play in those. You get to play in these suits in Birth by Sleep.
There's a villain named
Back
Luciu
off.
who is standing in the Keyblade Graveyard Crossroads that we just saw there.
Yeah, that
And
exactly.
Nomura was basically explaining the symbolism behind the crossroads, which is there is an American folktale
But
where
why would you slow it down?
It's for B-roll.
there's an American folktale about crossroads where a guy meets the devil at the crossroads.
What color was he, Jessica?
I think he was black, Senec.
Oh, that's not what you.
Yeah, the
that's not the word you used the other
Um,
day.
Tara's,
Well, you
Tara's
see here,
costume.
boy, I think he was actually. Anyways,
Don't do it.
No, you don't even. Yeah, you're. No,
You're
so
banned.
Tara's.
Anyways.
I will say Tara's suit always gave me Batman vibes because of the cape and like the high.
Yeah.
So, according to the folktale, the guy meets the devil at a crossroad and he sells his soul in order to become good at playing the guitar.
Yeah, I just know about Devil Went Down to Georgia.
So, the
Yeah, that's-
idea.
I did see that tweet. It was like you telling me that one of the most important lore details is or it was like it's actually just a video game adaptation of Devil Went Down to Georgia.
That's fire.
So, the idea
cool.
is that in Kingdom Hearts, whenever somebody comes to a crossroad, they gain something, but they have to lose something to gain something. Which is true because the crossroad at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1 leads to Chain of Memories where Sora has to give up some memories to gain some other memories.
You should really quit drinking.
There is in Birth by Sleep when they're at the crossroads, like Terra gives up his body.
I've done that once.
Ven's
money.
heart like goes into Sora, so he gives up his
My
freedom.
mama needed the kidney, dude. So, fuck you.
Anyways, what this is causing people to question is that since the crossroads was at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, where we have Luciu and the Foretellers, what did they have to give up in order to what did they give up and what did they gain? What is Sora having to give up since he was in a crossroads in Quadratum? And what did he gain? I think the answer to Luciu and the Foretellers is pretty simple. One of the Foretellers is missing, Ava. So I think they
Yeah.
gave up Ava in order for the foretellers to gain the ability to appear in the present time period. Now, when it comes to Sora and the Crossroad and Quadratum, obviously he gave up his existence in the original Kingdom Hearts universe. What he has gained by going to Quadratum, we don't know.
I wish he had gave up his existence in the entire Kingdom Hearts universe.
But what this is giving fans hope for, including myself, is that this is the beginning of the Kingdom Hearts news starting to trickle in.
Yeah. There is
Hopefully
that.
this is the end of the drought. That's what everybody's hoping for.
At least it's some lore. Yeah.
I love you.
At least it's some lore, right? Like there's
fucking Ned.
Be able to look at something. You can go back through all the Royce says, what are these jagoffs doing? They're meeting at the crossroads. Right?
Yeah, Devil went down to Georgia.
Let's also not forget that December will mark the 20th anniversary of Kingdom Hearts 2.
Where we'll get even more of a Revelaton than
so he's probably going to have a message out then. But hopefully this is going to be the beginning of 2025 where we're going to get the drought of Kingdom Hearts news is going to come to an end. It's going to start trickling in.
Yeah. I do like too that he says in the thing he's been asked to give a secret anecdote about the game. So it's like, can you say anything that's like cool? And he's like, all right, I guess it's not important for me, but I guess there's this whole thing that you could just do that recontextualizes many scenes, and like here it is, right?
There's also a theory out there people are putting out since the Crossroads was inspired by the American folktale about the guy giving up his soul to the devil at a crossroad in order to be able to play the guitar. There's a character named Demix in the series who uses a sitar as a weapon.
Yeah.
It's not a guitar, it's a sitar, but some people are wondering, well,
if does
this tie into Demix? Did he make a deal with quote unquote the devil, whoever that
down
might
in
be
Georgia?
referring to?
Heard that.
It's not tied into the song, Cynic. You know that, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm
How are
saying,
you
like,
single is what I'm sitting there asking myself.
The song The Devil Went Down to Georgia is about beating the devil in a competition, not making a deal with the devil.
He makes a deal first.
Well,
but
there's a deal in there.
It's not a Faustian bargain, but it is a deal.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not a Faustian.
Faustian bargain.
Is it really a deal if you're so good that you know you're gonna win?
Well, I mean, but he still made he made a bet. Like a bet can be a deal, right? But
a safe bet.
Yeah, but
look,
you
the devil sucks at playing on the fiddle.
No, he was good. He just wasn't.
The devil is ass at the fiddle.
He was good.
I know. I've been.
Well,
he
just
wasn't
devil's fault, man.
I've heard him try. Everybody booed him out of there. It was terrible.
Well,
anyway, so
I'd like to see your fiddle skills.
Then there's also the like the war, like the Keyblade graveyard, like the war that was there, right?
Tourist.
Like everyone kind of gained something awesome. So yeah, so I like this idea, and it will be interesting to it'd be interesting to really go deep, no more crazy, and be like, in this one Disney world, there's a crossroads, and in that crossroads, the Disney character loses again. If they could recontextualize even the smallest little things.
Bro, everything in this fucking series is connected, all right?
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the role that Sora's mom is going to play, even though she just had one line.
And what he was going to have for dinner.
Yeah, I want to know what he was going to have for dinner.
That's really the last question Namor needs to answer. All right. Speaking of questions and answers, we have a Q&A pinned to the top of the chat, and we have many questions here from all of our favorite chatters. So first, Grumpy asked, will y'all be buying GTA 6 at $100?
Negative.
Nope.
No.
I've already lost interest in GTA pretty much
out of principle, I can't. If it was like, it's like that SpongeBob meme where it's like, I'm not paying that, and then it's like, here's the thing, it's like, here's my money, right? It'd be like $100 base game. No, $100 like special edition bunch of bullcrap. Of course.
Now ask me that question. Yeah. Ask me that question again.
It's like Elden Ring.
Ask me that question again when I see a gameplay trailer, and I might have a different answer.
Right.
Like
not for GTA. I'm sorry, y'all. The
gameplay.
Not for GTA. I don't care how good the gameplay is because that game's going to sit on the shelf for 20 years and they're going to keep remastering, remaking, releasing over and over and
Yeah.
over again. And I'm eventually going to find it at my local used game store for $9.
Yeah, that's the thing too, is that normally when it's like, oh, you wait for the very first sale, but if
Yeah.
the game is base 100, the very first sale it's going to be 70. So
Yeah,
it's
and
like
somebody's going to buy that and somebody's going to go trade it in at my local video game store.
Well, I mean,
the
like
market
digital,
is
'cause
going to be the market's going. I'm not going to do it digital. That's just dumb because it's going to stay 100 digital for
Yeah.
a
like
year.
I said, like
Dude,
well,
Demon
like I said, they'll
Souls
do
was
like the
80
seasonal
bucks for,
sales, and
like,
but
ever.
this because the price is so high, the seasonal sale will just bring it to a normal price of what it would have been if it wasn't 100, right? So
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
not
you're
worth it.
you're not getting anything exactly.
Yeah.
That's another thing that'll mess them up. But yeah, I don't buy games often, but then also I'm at the point where I want to play games more to review them and play them on stream and stuff. So it's like I probably will be buying them more often. So
Fuck yeah.
like, I mean, if you want to support my fun to buy games, remember to throw in a super chat, with the link,
You should
saying.
have that.
Anyway.
You should have that. It's for this link 30 minutes from now. Hey,
Well, I
do
just
it.
have to hit the thing.
Hey, Jits.
Hey, Stray Beans.
So sure.
So anyway, yeah. So I think that, like we said, the $100 change is stupid, and as GTA 6 has to be like an immaculate life simulator of some kind, and
Yeah,
the
it's got to
only
be really out of
the
this
only
world.
game coming out in like 2026 or whatever that would be like
It might be though.
like that exactly. Like, it'd be like
Still
if
not worth $100. It would have to be
No.
the hype for Elden Ring, for example, right?
Yes. It would have to
I
be a
s-
game like that, first of all.
And I still would have questioned Elden Ring at $100.
Mm-hmm.
like if Bloodborne 2 is $100.
Am I getting a steelbook case finally?
No, it's normal. It's because they're just raising the base game price, right?
Yeah, but
So
can I
it's-
get a steelbook case for $5 like I could with Elden Ring?
I don't know about that, but I'm just saying, like, I'm
'Cause
saying,
that's
like,
what I mean. That's what they did with Elden Ring. So
you
if I
walk into the
pre-ordered it-
Walmart and
Uh-huh.
and you walk into the Walmart and it's there on the shelf,
Yeah.
$100. That's gonna be awful. Just to walk in, you're $99.99 for the
Yeah,
fucking,
dude.
Probably not.
like, whatever
Even
the
for
heck.
Bloodborne 2, probably not.
No, there's no game that like I said, if it's a collector's edition, and even then, I have to really like the thing and want to be crazy. But Stray Bean says I'm happy to pay $100 on day one if I'm excited for it.
Sucker.
Sucker.
Like I said, I would need extra. You can't give me base at 100. You got to
Yeah, I'm
give
not
me
doing.
like
There's no way you're not.
season
Even
pass, steel book.
FromSoft is my favorite. Is my absolute favorite company to buy games from. And there's no way. $100? Nope.
Kingdom
Maybe-
Hearts 4,
maybe for
$100
Bloodborne
bucks.
too.
I'm there.
That game will be on PlayStation 8.
Yeah,
but
that's
you're
the
a sucker
way
too. Rookie.
Yeah, I'm
everything's
sucker.
going.
No,
Yeah.
I
I'm glad
will-
you changed it from bookies, nerd.
Rookies.
I
Learn how to
would-
write.
I would literally bend over and just say, "All right, Square, just get it over
Yeah.
with."
Yeah, but you would do that for an Uber Eats gift card.
He'd do it.
I
I'm
would.
not-
He'd-
I'm not-
Uber Eats is the shit.
I'm not fucking Ruby, cynic.
What do you mean, Uber Eats is fine. Anyway, Grumpy then asks, again, total subject change. How do y'all feel about Pacific Rim as a whole, which means Pacific Rim 2 is included? There is no movie called Pacific Rim 2, and no sequel to Pacific Rim exists. Sadly.
I never got the hype.
You talking about the movie?
I think
Pacific
it's
Rim?
cool.
I thought it was great.
I just never gave it its fair due yet. I
think it
watched
was
a couple
fantastic.
times, but I was always kind of like fucked up when I watched it.
I watched it and I was like, "Yeah, it's all right."
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, it was one of those
but-
movies I was pleasantly surprised how much I enjoyed
Yeah.
it.
It's
But-
very, I would say underrated because it is enjoyed by
A
lots
lot
of
of
people.
people. Yeah.
It's just more underground, but as far as like a blockbuster goes, perhaps like
Yeah.
I never understood what made it so special, though. I'm just like, yeah, it's fine.
the Jaeger grabs a ship and drags it on the ground and smacks the kaiju with it like it's a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Like,
That's pretty
what
good.
else do you need in a movie? That's it.
It'd be way cooler if it was all practical effects, though.
Well, I mean, it's going to build these like 30 or whatever 30-story
Yeah,
tall Jaeger.
yeah, wizard.
I
It's called
mean,
creativity.
you heard
Movie
me.
magic.
You heard me.
happened
What?
to it?
they listen. I know they can build a ship that big. All right,
Yeah.
they made it. They made a replica of the Titanic for the movie. For God's sakes.
Yeah.
Mm.
They
It
built
sucked
Gotham
too, I
fucking
heard.
City, dude. Tim Burton made that shit.
I haven't seen Titanic. I know how it ends. So
What?
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody
You
knew
can-
how it was going to end.
Jesker,
What are you
Jesker,
talking
at this point, you should not be surprised.
Yeah,
when
what
I
are you
haven't
talking
seen
about?
the
Like,
movie.
I
That
don't
was-
think
that-
Wizard's seen any movie. I was
That
surprised
was
that he
that
saw
was
Pacific
literally
Rim.
like one of the defining movies of the fucking 90s, Wizard.
Yeah, if you're a
It
Yeah,
was
and I
the
was
defining
born
movie
at the
of the
end
90s.
of the 90s.
I
it was-
went
it
to go
was the
see that
defining
movie in theaters, and when it got to the booby scene, my parents had to close my eyes.
When did Titanic come out?
And that was the moment that Jester turned point.
1997. I was not even born.
no, I saw the boobs, and I was like, you know what? This really ain't doing nothing.
It's
overrated.
Yeah, those are okay, I guess. I mean, what's the big
like,
deal?
I'll be
But
like,
that Leonardo
what-
guy.
what's Jack? Hey, what's Jack working with in his pants over there?
You just like you saw the boobs on the screen. You're like, I wish I was playing Kingdom Hearts 1 right now.
Kingdom Hearts
It's not
isn't
out yet. It's not out
It
yet,
wasn't out
but
yet.
you know, I just had this idea in my head randomly.
Yeah, what if
I wish there
what
was a
if I
game
got
that
it?
was like Final Fantasy and Disney
Yeah, I
combined.
was sitting in the middle of the theater watching Titanic at the boob scene. I was like, you know, what would be really great? Final Fantasy crossing over with Disney.
What if I could be
It'll
a
never
doctor, a
happen.
guy with the blade/key weapon?
Yeah, what if this guy used a real cumbersome, awkward key for a sword, which is completely useless for anything.
What if they built a whole like plot point around the devil went down to Georgia?
I wonder.
So, yeah, so-
I wonder if I'll ever become friends with anybody from Alabama.
He did
Never.
air quotes there too.
You
for
can
some
become
reason.
more
He
than friends
twitched.
if you're related.
Yeah, you want to be my cousin, boy?
Stray Bean says, I haven't seen Titanic either. One weekend in 1997, I had a choice between Titanic and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. I chose the Turtles.
Bad
Virgin.
move. Bad move.
Is that the one where they
Nah.
go back in time? Is that the third one? Is that
Yeah,
Turtles?
this dude's
Turtles in
married.
Time.
I believe
Yo.
that.
Called.
Yo, Summer
Oh,
Swan.
hold up. That was addressed to me, Jessica. Hush. Wicked theme nail polish. I'm gonna need to see a pic of that girl. Hey, girl.
Best
with them
movie.
fingernails.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you already
like
got
when
you
they're
already
blonde.
got one. You can't keep
Best movie.
keep
of
collecting them like
2024.
Infinity Stones there.
Yes, I can. What are you talking about?
Stray Bean says it was the third one. It was the time travel one. Then that like, which one was the one? It was the second one where they like couldn't use weapons.
I'm starting
and all
to
that.
look, dude. I'm starting to not believe that Stray Beans is married anymore.
No, he chose the Turtles. I mean, like
I know that's what I'm saying.
Ugh,
he
The
loves
time
being,
travel
he
one
loves
over
being-
Titanic, nah, dude.
no,
Virgin.
no.
Well, I mean, if he
Virgin
was
alert.
single, if he was single at the time, then it's like I'm not gonna go see.
I'm just saying, Wiz, go watch
Chick flick.
Titanic. You'll lose your virginity the next day.
That's
Yeah.
not true.
Yes, it
All
is.
right, then. I choose Blue Snowman, my favorite panel guest.
If Snowman lies to you constantly.
Grumpy
saw that.
says,
It took me,
Wizard,
like,
you missed
3
out on
tries
all the
to
cool
see
stuff.
that
I
movie
know,
before I got
Grumpy. I
laid.
know. I want to do movie reviews. I'm just too lazy. I'm doing too much. I'm too lazy.
Doing too much. I'm streaming one day a week.
Hey, Hey, sir, we're streaming again tomorrow, and I'm
I-
streaming
I-
Friday.
Wait,
I
for
gotta finish reading
what?
those score books. But Crossed is so good.
What do you?
Jesus.
Wait. What are we streaming Friday?
No, I'm
He's
going to be
doing
on
a
One
draw
Guns.
stream. You're not.
I'm doing
You're
One
not
Guns
invited because you're in town.
Oh.
stream. Is you're not an artist. And I did say
I've
Snowman
got,
could
I've
do
got
it,
my
but
own talent.
can't record himself
Saying,
drawing, so-
boys.
Yeah, I don't have a good setup for that yet.
yeah, you got to figure that out. So you can
I'm
use. so you can come
almost
on
not a
Draw Stream.
Berkey. I'm making some good money now, and then I'll be able to set some nice shit up.
Yeah. I wish you would.
Well, I just said I'm gonna, pal.
There you go.
Not
I'm
all
just
of-
saying. I wish you would. You don't. Look, man. Don't get a dude with me,
Sorry,
dude.
I'm sorry. I'm
Not all of us have a fucking trust fund.
Hey, you watch your
dick.
mouth over there, okay? I'm not gonna have this from either of you.
Listen.
I'll turn this stream around.
Sorry,
I
Dad.
should. You know what? You're right. I should have watched my mouth a few
That's it.
days
You're grounded.
ago.
Stray Bean says when he says you'll lose your virginity, just remember Cynic saw Titanic with his uncle. Oh, geez. Well, I don't.
Wow.
I don't. I don't
I like
condone
that
such
Stray
things.
Beans guy.
Roy Jean says, "Watch Titanic and get your blowjawed." I don't know what that is. Sounds Muslim. Anyway, Grumpy asks again, who here is a Tenchu fan?
Oh, love it.
Oh,
Amazing.
Tenchu.
Sekiro was supposed to be
yeah.
a Tenchu game.
Yeah, it's
Like
a
his
Tenchu
spiritual
thing.
successor.
It was actually being made into a Tenchu game, and
the hell
then
is
they had to
Tenchu?
change it. Get out. Kick him. Kick him.
It's the
Never
sequel to
again.
9G.
So
Never-
I will
Never
say
again. No, sir.
I know of Tenchu. I've heard it brought up a lot, especially when Sekiro was coming out.
Yeah, what is this shit?
It's a stealth, like ninja game, right? But it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Get it. Kick him out, man.
Where's the keyblade?
There's no keyblade in it. It's a regular blade
Where's
and probably a key.
Where's Daffy Duck?
Hey,
Huh?
they don't need a Keyblade because all these games came out.
Ooh.
You know what, bitch? Alabama is not that far away, motherfucker.
All right,
What's-
get in your
what's
Subaru. Get in your Subaru. Put your cargo shorts on and come on
Get
down
your
here.
Mazda Miata.
Slick that hair
Uh,
back and bring that 5 o'clock shadow on.
Yeah, Grumpy says, "Okay, Wizard, you have the time to catch up on all the movies and games and comics without having to wait now." Yeah, I know. I just trying to make my comics. I want to read comics too. It's
Yep.
What was that
Life's a
Tenchu
bitch.
PS5? Somebody just like
just
Gaming.
From Software should come out of retirement. Should
yes.
bring Tenchu out of retirement.
There was some licensing thing. The reason why they couldn't do it though.
But yeah. So then Grumpy asks, "How do y'all feel about the mighty F-14 Tomcat jet fighter? Clearly, I am massively biased as I love it and it's my favorite. It's also why I love macros as much as the Valkyries are based on the Tomcat." So,
Grumpy,
I don't know what any
I
of that
love
means.
Buddy, but I don't.
I'm
have
not
autism.
autistic enough
Yeah,
to understand.
I don't
such
have
things.
autism. Yeah.
I'm more of the ship kind of autism.
Yeah, Sekiro was supposed to be Tenchu.
Mhm.
Best ninja game ever, says Grumpy.
Yeah, I agree.
Ninja Gaiden much?
Yeah, kick him too.
Ninja Gaiden was the
Kick
fucking
this hack.
shit, dude.
Kick the other hack. You guys and your Tenchu disrespect. It's made by FromSoft.
That's true. It's
I'm not
like
disrespecting
it's like
Tenchu,
it's
but Ninja
Alabama
Gaiden
Square
was-
Enix is what from.
Ninja Gaiden was
Alabama Square
majorly
Enix.
influential.
Yeah, like I didn't even know that FromSoft made it until I was older, and that was probably one of my favorite games of all time when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
did like
second
Tenchu.
one was great.
So that's my pick is Ghost of Tsushima because I haven't played any others. So that's what I have
Oh,
to go
Neo.
with.
Neo's dope as fuck.
Yeah, Neo's good, but it's not a ninja game.
It's not a ninja game, no. It's just Japanese.
Neither is Ghost of Tsushima.
If
a
it's
ninja
Japanese, it's a ninja
Well,
game.
Ghost
was
of
the
Tsushima
Mario's
is
a
not a
ninja game.
ninja game. It's a samurai game.
Mario is
If
a
you
ninja
play
game.
the samurai part, but it's a ninja game if you play the ninja part.
What was
But
the
that's the
question?
closest I
Rise
can
of
go.
the
with.
Ronin. Rise of the Ronin just came out too.
That's a
Well,
Ronin game. That's different. That's in
Hold
between.
up,
the
hold up.
same-
What was the question?
The question we were stuck on was about the mighty F-14 Tomcat jet fighter, but we were just talking about Tenchu. If we were any fans of Tenchu. Tenchu.
Ghost of Tsushima is a game divided, and it's great. I love Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima is great. I wish, like I said, I got Ghost of Yotoi. I'm still gonna get. I just wish it was Ghost of Tsushima too, man.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
Ninja
get it.
Gaiden is great, but it is different. Tenchu.
Yeah,
is
you're
straight
right,
up
Grumpy.
Ninja,
It's a very
whereas
different
Ninja
game.
Gaiden is super ninja.
Yeah, you're like
Alright.
an action ninja in that. Like
Yeah.
Tenchu, you get to like there. You can fight. Like it's not like you have these like weird. You know how a lot of stealth games are. Like as soon as you get it, like you interact with someone, you're just not strong enough to kill them. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tenchu's not like that.
Right.
But you will get mobbed, right? Like if you screw up.
Yeah, the point is you want to stealth it.
Yeah, you want to stealth it, and then like you can do some cool stuff with like one or two enemies. So it's fun.
Grumpy then asks, and now for a nightmare of a question: what is the best game controller?
I think we've been asked this before. I've been asked this.
We
on
We were
another
talking about it
channel.
today.
Man,
It's
The
either
Atari
the
Jaguars
360.
controller. Fuck it.
The Atari Jaguar.
it's either
controller.
360 or PS4. The problem is the PS4 controller has so many like quality issues.
I'm loving the PS5.
I gotta go
controller, dude.
360 though. Like I gotta.
Yeah, I think the 360 controller for me or the PS5. Like I love the feel of a PS4 controller, but thinking about it, man, that quality of that controller
So-
is such trash.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah, the five's got
is
some heft on it, dude.
I would
Yeah.
show my
Kill a
Xbox
Caliban.
controller, but it's a third party because the other.
so I'm
one's
going to bring
broke.
this question. I'm going to bring this question full circle with my answer, and that is, I'm going to go with the PlayStation 1 controller because, like Cynic said before, they're
Those
still
toggles.
using that basic design to this day.
Yeah, but no
Right.
toggles. I would go PS2 then.
I mean, it holds up, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
matter
but
of
it's
fact,
too-
I've got a PS2. It's like a third party something that came with this weird little Nintendo thing that's like a Fire Stick that I plug into my TV, and I can play all kinds of ROMs and stuff, emulators and stuff. And that PS3 controller is dope.
Is it?
Dude, yeah, I
Wait.
had a third-party
Hey,
PS2
Cynic.
controllers. One of
Mhm.
my favorite. controllers
This
ever.
stick you've got with all these ROMs and stuff on it, is it?
Mhm.
It's not one of those glitchy things, is it?
No, it's like legit. You plug it in, and it just
It's
you
legit.
go
You
over-
plug it in, man.
yeah you just you plug it straight in. You go to the HDMI whatever setting that it's on, and boom, you're there.
I've been looking for a good one of those. Send me that information in the DMs.
Yeah, yeah,
All right, guys, you
remind me tomorrow, and I'll take a picture of it, send it to you.
All right, cool shit.
Yeah, like I said, I gotta go 360. Grumpy says I'm going Super Nintendo. It's where the PS
No way.
controller comes
Hey,
from. Like Super
Rickety.
Super Nintendo is like 2 buttons and like
It's 6 buttons, pal.
You got to
Okay.
hold your hand like a fucking lobster.
It's 6 buttons, pal. Okay.
what am I thinking? That's 2 buttons.
The regular Nintendo.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to
Actually,
remember the Super Nintendo has 4
Nintendo
buttons
has
on the
8
face
buttons,
and 2 bumpers.
and the pause and the select.
Yeah.
Those
that's
don't
what I was thinking
count.
the others.
No,
This is
get
buttons,
out of here.
cracker.
Get out of here, honky! Don't you cracker me,
You
honky!
get
Yeah, okay, I disavow all of you. I'll put you
Hey,
in timeout.
hey! You shut up over there.
Yeah.
Just for that, I'm going to read this next question,
Oh shit.
which I was going to do anyway. But Music Master asked, "Why did it take so long for TNA to make Joe Hendry world champion?"
Oh.
Let me do
Congratulations,
this,
Joe
Wizard.
Hendry.
Can I do
Yeah.
this? Hey, good job, Joe. Way to go, Joe.
He did it.
About time.
He's
You
going to
did
appear in the now that he's champion. He's going to appear in the Royal Rumble though, and that was cool. He was going to be in it anyway, but him as
Way to
champion.
go,
is
buddy.
cool.
I'm glad
I like when the
somebody
champion showed
finally
up.
gave your overweight self the belt.
He is not overweight. He's perfectly in shape.
It's great to have a fat wrestler to represent.
Jessica doesn't even
people.
know who this is either. That's the funny part.
No, I just find fat jokes funny.
It's really awesome to have
Fair
an
enough.
out of shape, bleach blonde dyed guy with a weird, to me, has like an odd lisp that nobody notices. Who's terrible at music.
That's his
who
Scottish
finally-
accent.
Oh, is that what that is? Oh, I just thought he was a homosexual man.
Hey,
Okay.
you
Well,
know,
it's the
you know
same, it's
what?
the
Well,
same thing.
You know
Oh,
what,
yeah,
Ninja?
yeah, you're
You
right.
know what, Ninja? There is some truth to that.
Yeah. So,
Yes, I guess.
but it's seriously, congratulations, Chan. You did it,
Oh.
buddy.
But why did it take him so long? It was a little touch and go, but they were
'Cause
probably they were
he's
right on
not good.
they were right on the edge of the hype, and it was like, are they going to do it? And then it was going to dip, and then they did it. It's like, all right, now we'll see what happens. Kind of like they did it. WWE did it with LA Knight, where it's like, taking a little long. Okay, you gave him a title.
He's a meme because he's a meme. That's why.
Well, that's why it's why they took so long. Is the question
Yeah,
because
that's what I'm saying.
TNA's a meme in general, but they gave it to Dolph Ziggler for a while, and that was because he was a bigger star because he was a WWE
Dolph
guy for
Ziggler's
so
the
long.
fucking man.
So,
The Bukin man.
He's the shit.
then anyway, so and then Grumpy asked, "What is y'all favorite fantasy weapon? Any medium is in
Ooh.
books, comics, video games, movies, etc."
Oh,
That's a good
Now,
one.
Grumpy,
dude.
are we talking like magical
Fantasy.
artifact, fancy thing, or are we just doing like generic bastard sword or
He
like
said weapon, dude.
so? I mean, he asked the
The
question. I
energy
want just
sword from
clarification.
Halo 2 was fire.
That's
yeah,
sci-fi though.
Yeah, that's still fantasy, sci-fi fantasy.
Yeah, it's so fancy.
Yeah, dude.
That
It's like
is the
mega
power
alien invasions
of
and
the
crazy
Keyblade.
yeah,
shit.
bro.
The Keyblade.
Keyblade's cool. Pretty gay,
Moonlight
but
Great Sword.
cool.
Moonlight
Moonlight
Great
Great
Sword.
Sword,
Which
super-
which
super hand.
specific one? Which
Dark Souls 2.
Okay.
When you think about all the stuff a Keyblade can actually do, it's a bit
No,
overpowered.
I take that back. The what's the Moonlight Great Sword in Bloodborne? I forget what it's
Uh,
called.
The Holy Moonlight Blade.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
Uh,
Bloodborne one. It would be my for that
Yeah,
specific one. I would
that's
have
the one.
gone because
You
just the
gotta
way
go the
that
chain
it's
whip.
revealed in the DLC is so cool.
Yeah. It
No,
just looks
close.
so good.
A close second, lightsaber.
you're
That's
still
generic.
single. It's so unbelievable, man.
It is
Like,
cool
you,
though.
You
Um,
being single is
So
just
Grumpy says
amazing to
weapons
me.
of all kinds, no sci-fi. I still the
All right,
Halo
energy sword don't count.
energy sword don't count.
Yeah,
That's it.
energy. Thank God. Get that trash out of here. I'm talking about Moonlight. Moonlight Greatsword. Then that's where I'm going.
Um,
Wow.
I got
Keyblade.
well. Jesker gets to go Keyblade. I get to go Mjolnir, right?
Yeah, you
But-
go Mjolnir, and
Mjolnir.
then Snowman goes Castus, right? From
Oh.
yeah,
from Dark Souls. The
yeah,
Yeah, just
yeah,
brass knuckles.
yeah.
yeah. Not even the Bone Fist.
No, not. Oh, Bone Fist was cool though. When you could do
I'm
like the
trying
kung
to think of
fu
some
moves,
Cool ones.
Yeah.
and they were
Fucking
completely.
World of Warcraft had some dope ass fist weapons.
Yeah. What's
dude.
the? Or I say the fist weapons, but what's the sword from World of Warcraft?
Oh
Frost,
yeah,
Frostmere or whatever.
yeah.
They had all kinds. World of Warcraft was dope. I was gay as shit for that game.
Were you really?
I was a super WoW nerd.
How'd you ever lose your virginity?
That's a good question. man.
Yeah, Cynic accuses me of being
Chloroform.
Whoa.
Whoa, disavow.
Oh,
our
Val.
movie.
That's
Val
that
hard.
chick's name,
Oh
man.
my-
Val hard.
Yo, and you didn't,
That was what the stripper's name was.
Yeah,
You didn't
that's
even-
the stripper's name.
yo, Snowman, you didn't even try and press the mute button. That's crazy.
Anyway, Grumpy throws out Brawl for All, favorite N64 game, period.
Um.
Mario Kart.
Oh,
It's Mario Kart, dude.
Zelda, dude.
Ocarina
Nah,
of Time.
Yeah,
Nah,
Ocarina
man.
of Time. That was.
I never
life-changing.
liked Ocarina of Time. It just didn't hit for me.
Get the
Got him,
kick it.
burn him alive.
Kick this son. Kick
Quit
this
using
son
my
of a
bit, Jesker.
Oh yeah,
Don't
God,
assault him while he's burning alive, and then
God of War entries, Dragon Warrior. Yeah, the Leviathan axe and the Blades of Chaos are pretty cool. I like the it's a recent addition, but I like the spear from Ragnarok.
I do like the Blades of Chaos. They just always seemed a little like bulky to me. Like the blade
Yeah, like
width,
they'll either be bulky if there's in
Yeah.
the original, or in the 2018 they seem kind of tiny.
yeah. So like they've never quite had it right for me. But I do like the idea. It is cool.
the Gunblade is a classic from Final
Oh
Fantasy VIII.
yeah, fucking yeah. Gunblade's awesome.
Gunblade's classic.
You're going Keyblade, dude. Quit even like
Wheeler
faking.
says, Cynic, we are no longer friends. Lozoot, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time was the shit.
I'm not saying
Yep.
it's not a good game. It just didn't hit with me.
Fair
okay.
enough, but that shit was life changing
Then
for me.
what?
I
then
get
what
that. Like
does?
it just didn't. It was one of those games where I was like, that was fun, and I moved on.
Preston says
Wait.
Snowman was the guy he was the
He was
chloroform.
chloroformed
Yeah, that's my
by
power.
his uncle.
Oh yeah, I was chloroform.
So Cynic,
Yeah,
what's your favorite Zelda?
I said this the other day. I can't remember the name, but it's when they just remade on.
Oh,
from the
Link's
PlayStation.
Awakening. Link's
Yeah, I always
Awakening.
forget the name of that.
Yeah,
one. Yeah, Link's Awakening is great.
Personally, my favorite's Twilight Princess.
Of course it is.
What?
I like
Single?
the title.
Ow,
Virgin says Sword of a Thousand Truths.
that's a good one. Final
Next is
Fantasy VII is amazing. What are you talking about?
I
Remake's
demand
good
that you
too.
ban him.
Who?
Divinity.
Wait, what?
Mike
No,
Wheeler
he's saying like because he was saying
said I'm
that,
going to say Final Fantasy VII was trash.
Yeah, like, 'cause he
Oh,
said,
he
like,
said,
oh,
he
like-
said, oh,
he's like
oh,
next he's
oh.
gonna say that this is terrible.
My
right? He
bad.
said-
Seven
I thought he.
was
I
good.
will
Easy.
say hot take.
Easy there.
Final
Eat
Fantasy
down,
VIII
boy.
was pretty good though. A lot of people hate that.
I haven't-
game.
I
Thought it was
listen.
played the
I
bad
want.
Final
I want
Fantasy
to
game,
ask for your
honestly.
forgiveness. I want to ask for your forgiveness because, and apparently, I'm asking for that a lot this week.
Listen, I could set up a Kick Cynic fund.
great.
Oh, he's the new
Why?
Jordan.
Because
George.
Ocarina of Time just didn't slap with me like it did everybody else.
Fair.
Get over it. Wizard, have you ever played Ocarina of Time?
I haven't played a single Zelda.
Yeah.
What?
Damn.
Ah.
bro.
Oh my god.
That's why I'm staying out of it.
Oh
Fucking
my
Link to the
god.
Past for the Game Boys.
I'm
So, like I said, I
We
got the
gotta help
Nintendo
them.
Wii. There's a lot of Zeldas on the Wii. I know that. I just don't have them. So, like, I could do like what Twilight Princess, Wind Waker.
Preston,
else
why
am
are
I-
you threatening to slap me?
Wizard. We gotta help you.
I'm just saying, the getting caught up on stuff, gaming stuff is low on my list because, like,
I don't. This is what blows my mind. Okay, like I understand.
I didn't
I
have like
had,
an N64. We had PlayStation.
is it just the finance thing, right? It's not like you didn't have time on your hands. to
No,
play
it,
these
we,
games.
it's not. Yeah, I had the time as a kid, right?
Yeah, you just never had the
just didn't
systems.
have the
Yeah.
console, like
And you've never been like, let me emulate it or something.
Well, I didn't have the ability to emulate nothing back then. I didn't have
Come
a
on
computer.
now.
I could do it now, yeah.
Well, then
It's just
do
low.
it.
It's also low on my list for emulation. But then also, I feel like I would be like, I'd get the Switch or get the HD or something remaster or something.
Grumpy, what did I do that's a crime? And why am I getting slapped? Is it
Oh,
just the
was
Ocarina of
it-
Time thing, or was it the
I
I
swear-
like Final Fantasy VIII?
I swear,
It must-
I swear to God. I swear to God.
Yeah, Buster
Summer,
Sword. We forgot to mention that.
Summer Swan is simping for Cynic.
Somebody's wondered.
Sumuru.
To the Keep Cynic Fund. Ah, well. I mean, that's still I can
Buster
set up a
Sword
Keep
is
Cynic
fire.
Fund as well. But anyway, yeah. So no, I've talked about the only Mario game I've played, right, was Super Mario on the Game Boy Advance. Super Mario, whatever that is, with the Yoshi
Kick
and all
yourself.
that.
Now, the
like
best
I said, no
fantasy weapon-
Nintendos.
What is from Who Framed Roger Rabbit? What is the substance that kills the cartoons? 'Cause
That's not a fantasy weapon
it's
you
a
have.
weapon, dude.
That's a substance. It's not a fantasy story
Technically,
either.
he used it as
How's
a
that
weapon,
not?
though.
How's that not
Wait,
a fantasy story?
If
is a
that's
fantasy
a
story in the
weapon,
truest
do we
sense of the
consider
word.
Joker gas a weapon?
Then yes,
Yeah.
Joker, but that also would be. That's not fantasy either.
How's
Yes,
that not
it is.
fantasy?
That's not
Because it's-
sci-fi.
No, it's like street level urban.
How would
Right,
you
like-
describe comic
Oh,
books
my
if
Zelda
not
blasphemy.
fantasy?
Okay, I get that. Okay, I was about to say.
It's superhero. It's not fantasy.
Oh my
Superheroes
God,
are fantasy.
That's fantasy.
It depends.
You're mixing high fantasy with regular fantasy.
Yeah,
Well, I'm just saying, like, well,
Yeah.
when you ask like best fantasy weapon, right? Like you're thinking like medieval fantasy.
We were just
or,
naming all kinds of
Oh,
video games.
I
oh
understand,
now
Greg, you're good.
Wizard gets to be the judge of
Yeah,
what
now
I'm
he's
just-
the
this-
arbiter of
this
fantasy genre.
Is
Yeah.
my
Wiz-
goddamn
Get
Wizard
outta
of
show
here.
fantasy.
anyway.
Get out of
Um,
here.
You're the Wizard of Wordplay,
Alright,
not the
kick us off,
Wizard of
Wizard.
Fantasy,
Get us
son
outta
of a
here.
bitch.
Grumpy asks, Brawl for It All, what is the worst game controller? This one might
Oh
need
well,
visual.
we just discussed it earlier. I think it's the N64. That controller was
Yeah.
terrible.
The Dreamcast
Yeah.
controller fucking
Let me look at the
sucks
Duke.
too.
Yeah, but man, that Joy-Con in the middle of the damn N64
Yeah.
controller would
was
always
terrible.
bust, and just you could never use it after a while. It'd hang loose. And
Like you had brought up the Duke.
yeah, the Duke is the only problem with the Duke is that
What's the Duke?
that's the
The
big Xbox.
original-
the
original
Xbox.
Xbox.
That was
Original
too big.
Xbox, yeah.
It was just
The
too
mini
big
Duke is
though.
Fire.
Yeah, the Mini Duke is. Oh, I forgot about the Mini Duke. Mini Duke might be the best controller of all time.
Or the 360.
I
But
think the
the
Mini Duke's
worst-
better.
Fucking Atari had some shit controllers.
They're Cynic.
Yeah, I
goes
don't even
again.
consider those controllers though, man. They're just a joystick.
They're-
Preston says,
No,
does
not
Wizard
just the
Girlfriend count
joystick.
as a fantasy thing? God damn it.
Yeah, that's actually also high fantasy.
Yeah, I have to be high and fantasizing to see her.
So that's like bear mace, right? That would be the weapon for that.
Fuck, it's fentanyl.
Oh Jesus!
That,
Woo!
that was painful, but it was fun.
Honestly, like, hot take, but the weed motion thing, like,
Jesus Christ.
kind of not great.
Oh,
Oh,
I thought
okay.
you were gonna.
Okay, I was about to say, dude, if you argue that's a good controller,
No, because we're talking about worst ones right now. So I
Yeah,
said like
yeah.
like from what I can experience, from what I can attest to, the Wii with the nunchuck, and you're trying to, it's not great. You get used to it, but it's
yeah, Grumpy makes a good point. That that GameCube controller. I always forget about the GameCube controller. That weird little yellow joystick thing.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't the worst.
Pull that one up, Wiz.
It was just like forgettable.
Yeah.
I mean the GameCube controller you can put onto the Wii as well. Look into that. See, to me, this is like kind of normal controller-y thing, like.
Mm.
But I don't know. Well, I think a lot too. Like, don't a lot of those games that use the yellow joystick, you had to like spin in your hand on like the top,
Yeah, like
right?
I look at this controller and I'm like, this is a fucking fever dream, right?
Bro,
Yeah,
I'm not
it's just
gonna
not
lie to you.
ergonomic at all.
It's not even the analog sticks that's a problem.
There's no
It's-
like button
the-
pattern. It's
Yeah,
just all over the place.
It is just
Yeah.
color vomit. It is.
It's like the letter buttons. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, if this was the standard PlayStation Xbox type, just bang 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 bang, right?
Yeah, if
Like,
it
what the
was,
fuck are you on about?
yeah,
No,
if
I'm
it
saying,
didn't
like, if
have
it was
like the
just the-
different button shapes, and it just had, like 4 buttons
like-
there. Boom,
Yeah,
boom,
the
boom,
four
boom,
the
boom.
4 little circles all the
I
same
could
size.
forgive it a
just
lot,
right
but
next
that
to each
little
other.
yellow Joy-Con down at the bottom was trash.
Mm-hmm.
The D-pad being where it is, sort of like off by itself with that other little
There's-
Joy-Con is
There's this one
weird.
without the Joy-Cons.
Yeah, but then you
at
don't
all.
have the
It's
toggles
pointless.
though.
I know, but I'm saying, like, I wonder what, like, just for like the old games that you would play on it, I guess.
Ruby says, just got back from reading Cross and watching Digimon Frontier. What I miss? Hey, you know you could do those after our stream, right? Those aren't going anywhere.
Or you could, well, I say, besides the Digimon Frontier, you just listen to us while reading Cross.
Yeah, that's normally what I do when I'm watching YouTube. God, Cross is so good.
All right, so yeah, so worst controllers. Like I said, I can't say anything, but probably the Wii and the nunchuck combo is not great.
The
Yeah.
original Nintendo kind of sucks too, honestly. This thing's will rip through your fucking palm.
Daggum.
Yeah. Yeah, but for the games that it had, man, I forgive it. Right?
I
Like,
have
it's-
Oh
it just
yeah,
works-
I will never.
It works
hate
so
on
well
it.
for the
It's
games
cla-
that it
it
came with.
looks-
Yeah.
It's like
I forgive it
definitive
because it was so
controller, dude.
early on.
I have a
Yeah.
Spider-Man plug and play, and like plug and like if it counts as a controller because it is just the whole console itself, right? But
Yeah.
it's a pain to fuck with that because you have a button on, like, you have your A and B buttons or whatever on like the corner, and you have to hold the thing and move it and press the buttons, and there's the button on top of it. Like, it feels like you're like jerking a guy off. Like, it's just terrible.
I don't
Oh,
know
well,
how
how'd
that.
you know?
I've never experienced that. Walk that out.
Go on.
I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like, you know, you
explain.
gotta
Yeah,
use both
explain.
hands, and you gotta, you know,
Yeah.
make sure that the web fluid goes out. You know how
Yeah,
that
yeah,
works.
yeah. You nailed
But
it,
how
I
would
guess.
you know?
Yeah, it's
Um,
like
Don't
it's
you
like
think- well-
Because I played the game on the thing. I know.
yeah, it's
I
it's,
fucked
it's
around
like
with
it.
it's like the it's like the JonTron review
I
of
should
that. It's like
I should stream that
it's
game.
like
That'd be fun.
most of these plug and play games are just a penis. This one's just Spider-Man.
So that
Chris.
that JonTron thing that he shows where he's like, that's just a penis. That is the Spider-Man plug and play that I have.
Oh wow, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. That's yeah, you ain't joking then.
Yeah, like it's the one that's literally like in it's shaped very strangely. It's shaped like a big old
Yeah,
I have this
Boners?
exact.
Oh God!
I have this ex-
Look at that.
Yeah. So
That's
like you
just
hold
Spider-Man's
it
penis.
and you got to click the
Preston
button.
Moore says, "I approve." Wait,
There you
what?
go.
Mary
No,
Jane must
it's
be
because of the gay swan.
Mary Jane must be nearby because Spidey's erect.
Yeah, so
Look at
yeah,
that
you have to
pickle.
you aim for, so there's like 3 or 4 games in this. So you aim it with this, you press the button, and then so when you want, some of the games require you to push both of these buttons at the same time, and it's awkward, it's weird, especially like
You know, when I've got one of those in my hands, I prefer not to play games. You know.
yeah, like plug and play Wizards, like you know, it's another thing to fuck around with. The problem is that it's high score based, and it'd be more fun to play if we were all together, right? And then we could
I wonder why I've never seen one of those on OnlyFans yet.
like it just
When I have one of
I was-
those, in,
You
when
aren't
I have
deep
one of those
enough.
in my hands, I'm usually got. The
I haven't
Kingdom
gone
Hearts
down
4
that rabbit
trailer
hole
in the
far
background.
enough.
Nah, you ain't go far enough, dude.
I've only got
I
so
found-
much on my debit card. Okay.
found that at a thrift store, and then the batteries inside were corroded, so they were all like,
Ooh.
it didn't work. But fun fact, if you ever have something like that when you buy it at a thrift store with the batteries all, you know, corroded inside, just use take the batteries out and use vinegar.
Here's
It
Whoa.
melts all that away, and it
Whoa, dude.
revives the console back to
Fuck your
life.
mouth, man.
Yeah, seriously.
here's an interesting question. With gaming becoming so expensive now, I wonder if stuff like that will make a comeback.
No.
I've seen plug and plays around,
No.
but
What do you
Yeah,
mean? The modern gaming is so far advanced beyond that stuff that
Yeah, it's
except for like little
anti-plug and play.
kids.
it's
Yeah.
mobile games. Mobile games killed plug and play.
That's true. That's true.
So, but I have seen
keep
some plug and
forgetting
plays
about
around
the kids with their phones and
with the phones. Anyway, Grumpy then says, "I really hate the Wolverine design in Marvel Rivals." Yeah, the Wolverine design is the worst design of the game. More or less been said. But the weird puffy vest that he has. But that's why they have the Deadpool and Wolverine costume that they sell you, so that you can be like, here's the comic accurate Wolverine, right? There's still the option to be like, here's your comic accurate stuff down the line. Like there's still the chance they sell you that. But yeah, Wolverine has the worst design, especially when he gets berserker and they make his hair poof out to give him the classic hair, but it looks so cheesy.
Yeah, that's cornball.
Yeah. It's dumb.
that's lame.
Preston's like, I'm so mean to Wizard and Cynic. Gotta be meaner to Snowman there, Preston. Come on.
Yeah, dude. Bring it on.
Listen, Summer Swan, you're only too innocent to hear this. When you're Summer Swan, when you're Winter Raven, you're not innocent at all.
Nah, she can be a mean gal, dude.
Yeah, I said her personality is literally sweet and sour.
Grumpy again. Are you all F-22 Raptor lovers? Just kidding, everyone is. It's the Omega version of the F-14 Tomcat.
The fuck are you on about?
Feel like I know those words.
Yeah, they letters go together there and make sounds that I can comprehend.
Oh, it's again a fighter jet. It's the stealth aircraft. The F-22. Yeah, F-22. Like that's your standard fighter jet that you see in
hard pass
movies and stuff. So, yeah. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. It's what you see. Reminds me of Iron Man 1. Looking
What
at
the
that.
fuck are you doing?
Plug and play.
Did you say plug and play?
Yeah, plug and play. Grumpy says, "Brawl for it all. Who is the best Sailor Scout?"
Oh God, I've never seen that show.
Okay, in what regards?
That's just the question. Brawl for it all.
Um,
Oh, it's fucking Sailor Moon. Get that weeb shit out of here.
when I was a kid,
This feels like I'm gonna have to cancel one of you.
when I was a kid, I'm preferencing this. When I was a kid, I had a crush on Sailor Mars.
I mean, it's either Mars or Moon, right?
I mean, Jupiter's not bad.
Is Moon the blonde one?
Yeah.
Well, probably
The
her
main-
because
the
I
main
watched
one.
the hentai with her one time. It was pretty dope.
Whoa,
So
what the?
probably that one.
Based ass snowman as always.
Probably that one.
We were just having a nice, innocent conversation. And you
Uh,
had to bring
I mean,
that up.
is Saturn? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Saturn.
All right.
So-
I guess I say
Saturn
Sailor
down.
Moon. I don't have a preference, so whichever one's not underage, I guess.
I mean, I think they're
Canonically,
all
I think they're all 18.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what then? Fuck it. Yeah, I have Raw Dog Sailor Mars.
There you go.
Tricked you.
Clip it
Welcome
out.
to my trap card.
Twice,
Oh,
twice in
that's a-
one week.
what was-
No.
That was I don't know what I'm more upset at. What Jesper said or what Cynic just botched the fucking line. Welcome to my trap card.
Yeah, I said it right.
It's
Yes.
you activated my trap card.
No, I
Swan-
said how I want to say it.
Yeah, that's
Swan
Hollywood
said,
Cynics variant.
Those were okay, Grumpy. I'm gonna have to push back on you for this. Grumpy says those were F-35 Lightnings in Iron Man 1. No, Grumpy, because in that scene where he's flying and he's like, you know,
Oh,
the
dude,
two
this
jets are
autism is
up next to
fighting.
him. The general on the phone, like the Air Force guy, when Rhodes is talking to him, goes like that thing just took out two F-22 Raptors or whatever. And then yeah, so I don't know.
My autism is greater than your autism.
I used to watch Iron Man 1 a bunch, so like that was the only MCU DVD
Yeah,
I
Iron
had
Man 1
until
was
Iron Man
dope.
until Hulk came out. So
No, Ninja. I Jupiter's probably a close second for me.
this one, Grumpy, would be more saved for tomorrow, but yeah. So Grumpy, if you remember the Thor question you asked, save it for tomorrow. If not, I'll remember it and I'll ask because Thursday again, like I said, streaming tomorrow. Back here for Thursday. Shorter stream though because with the stream here and streaming tomorrow and then stream Friday, I'm not gonna go for like full like 3 hours, tomorrow. So unless we really get off talking about Thor, but we're not gonna do the power scaling. Like we're not gonna do the versus battles. We're just gonna talk about some of the Thor news I have saved and then the Immortal Thor stuff. So
Thank God I haven't cleaned my pistol from last time.
so you weren't even paying attention last time. Don't even lie.
I barely survived it.
You were watching another stream. Preston asked, when do you think GTA 6 really drops? I think it's 2026. I don't think we're getting that this year.
You think 2026? I think it's early 2027, honestly.
What, the PS6?
Real?
No,
Ooh.
GTA 6.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna say summer 2026.
Yeah,
no way. I think later.
I don't know. I definitely think 2026 just because it's better branding. I think even though they themselves said 2025, it's like no.
GTA 6,
Definitely
GTA
not
6 in
2025.
2026. No, GTA 6 is not coming out this year.
No.
Yeah,
GTA
it'd be cool if they done it on the 6th day of June in 2026.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Honestly, yeah, I could see them doing that.
Grumpy hits us with a randomizer. It seems like we're going to play an adventure game. Then he goes, what would you do if you suddenly found yourselves in a blue forest in front of a forest ramen stand run by grumpy old ninja?
What do you
It's
got?
like I said, like we're playing an adventure game.
Get the fuck out of there.
I'm gonna ask you what's your best dish,
Yeah, what's
then
your
I'm
best
gonna order
dish?
it, and then talk to you about airplanes.
Because that's just the type of kiss ass the cynic gets.
You know what?
None of you guys are people persons like me. I'm a people person.
No,
I'd be like, "What's up, Grumpy? Let me get a bowl of your best ramen, and tell me how you ended up here. What's this all about?"
I'm gonna buy some. I'm gonna go up to you and I'm gonna ask. All right, which one of these ramens is going to make me forget about this week? Because it's been fucking terrible.
Which of these ramens gives me to Kingdom Hearts 4 faster?
If we're all there at the same time, Samurai's gonna pull out a cloth filled with chloroform and go, "This will make you forget."
All right, here comes the cringe. I'm gonna go out to the ramen stand, and I'm gonna pull Kingdom Hearts 3 and be like, "This looks like a good place to find some ingredients."
No,
This
my
looks like a
skin.
good place to
It's
find some
cringing off of
ingredients.
my body. God.
Then Preston asked, why is Jesker a racist?
Well,
There's a long and detailed history to that. And it begins when the North and South split up, and
Well, you see, long ago,
the transatlantic slave trade began.
yeah, see, there's this thing called white people, right?
long ago, there was this great tyrant from the North named Mr. Lincoln.
Heritage, not hate, boys.
Long ago, someone decided to measure the skull shapes.
Oh no!
That started racism, as we
Why
know.
does it always go back to phrenology with you?
Because it
Wait.
started racism.
Oh,
Back then it was just we beat these guys, we enslaved them.
We
And it was
simply-
like, well, these are animals, so we can enslave them easier.
We simply wanted our
Be okay
state
with it.
rights and our freedom, and that tyrant, Mr. Lincoln, wanted to take it all away.
A non-black person gave him a fake N-word pass. You're ruining my grift, Ruby. Someone goes counterfeit N-word passes to Cynic.
Summer Swan says got his heart broken by a black girl.
No, because see, Jesker's all about defeating the darkness, and he takes that very literal in this modern age. He sees them all as heartless. So
That actually does sound like something I would probably do.
that's why you like Kingdom Hearts so much. It's the racism allegory.
Oh, most of these enemies are black. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
All his love is just misunderstood racism.
So
Love it.
that's all of the questions for this week. Jesker, you see me as a heartless?
No, Ruby. If anything, If anything,
Jessica,
Ruby,
why would you say that?
if anything, Ruby, you have way too much heart.
Yeah, you're a good man,
Racism
bro.
factor activated, says Grumpy. Cringe factor activated.
God, man, I miss 2024.
Yeah, back before your
I-
racism was out.
I don't.
Back before the sheet came on.
Oh, you wore it. You just didn't go on camera with it.
All right.
Speaking of, let's throw the sheet on this stream here.
Nice.
Oh,
Call it dead. Time of death, 10:30
Let's
p.m.
hang it
Central
up.
Time. Hang it up.
Yeah, let's lynch this stream.
Let's burn this cross. We're all wizards under the sheets. And
Let's
if you want
segregate
to,
this thing from the internet.
this wizard has never been under anyone's sheets. And with that, good night, everybody. Now with that, I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you, Grumpy, Ruby, Summer Swan, Preston, Music Master was here earlier, Mike Wheeler, Rich showed up earlier, Jim was here, Stray Beans. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Thank you.
Y'all are the heart and soul, man.
Thank
Yeah.
you, viewers who are watching possibly the replay later. Thank you
Creepers.
to the panel, Snowman, Cynic,
I'm the
and
best.
Jesker, who braved cancellation to come here.
Hell yeah.
Me and Snowman, we do what we can. We
We
slum
do
it.
what we can.
I just gotta embrace it at this point.
Just gotta
Yeah,
embrace it.
but not all the way. Just
I mean, it works for
Yeah.
Cynic.
well,
Well, he's handsome and charming.
not
Yeah,
not here, it
Forget
doesn't.
that.
Yeah, not here. You ain't. All right. Thank you, everyone. Tomorrow, Thursday, and then Friday, I'll be on One Guns drawing stream. Good night, everyone.